Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, Twitch, to our Good Guy campaign. We're playing as Good Guys Inc. There's a bunch of laws at the moment. We need to go through them because, oh my god, you're up Poop Creek and you don't really have much of a paddle. So, what the hell is going on? Yeah, good question to be asked. Very good question. Stream laws. Let's take a look through. So, YouTube, you're peasants. There is a YouTube president for Unlife. Don't have them here. There are Twitch and YouTube presidents. Okay. Gonna be hard to elect them. You know why? Let's go all the way down almost to the bottom. There is a one-man, one-vote system. That man is Woodmancy. If Woodmancy is not here, no one else is currently eligible to vote, meaning the only way you can affect the vote is with lobbying until you manage to abolish systems like that. Woodmancy, are you here? Nope. No Woodmancy. Right, excellent. Chat, YouTube, Twitch, Twitch, you are still lords. YouTube are peasants. Twitch is lords. Deficits are illegal, so I need to fix that little energy credit issue that we've got there. No shenanigans are allowed with regards to laws, so laws must be upheld in the spirit they were written. I also have to break a law every hour, but that's only a law affecting the game. I can't break one of the laws outside the game, unfortunately. I have to spend all of my energy credits on Galatron attempts. I have to focus on mega engineering, and we have a limit to voting within the game on only wars, peace, traditions, and ascension perks, or paths, ascensions in general. No worlds with slaves may be shielded, and the YouTube president has unlimited vetoes. How do you become the YouTube president? You propose yourself through the normal way of issuing a vote. The only people that get to vote is Woodmancy, so I will put the polls up, but it's an advisory referendum at best, and none of your votes count. You can influence the vote by adding, you know, percentages, but yes. Yes. So right now, basically, chat has no ability to do anything to me, and I am finally the good guy. We're now in a federation as well. We're going to try and change the Fed laws to become the ruler of the Fed to make sure that we can, you know, make the Fed work, not just for us, but for the whole galaxy. We are the biggest member of the Galactic Council. We're trying to pass independent tribunals, which would ban any kind of colossus, which is excellent. Paranoid Kitten makes the point, we are lords, Twitch, but we aren't part of the House of Lords anymore. No, that got abolished. That's gone. The two-state system, the two-party system is gonzos. What you do have is this awakened fallen empire that we need to really do something about. Kind of soon, actually. Welcome, Andy, and welcome, AD Badgerhilder Priest. Welcome. A Gamish Duke. Yes, we've actually been the good guys pretty much the whole way through this run. I think. Yeah. Like, we've been comfortably the goodies. One thing we need to do now, chat, is we're going to vote on the next Ascension perk, right? And in the case of a tie, I guess I'll have to choose which one wins. So start suggesting which ones you'd like to pick. I would recommend Galactic Wonders. That's what I'd like to take. We've got two to pick. We'll start with the first one. I'd like Galactic Wonders. Voidborn is okay, but Galactic Wonders is where it's at. I know you can't vote out of Keck, but you can put things on the proposal list. The actual votes will not count at all. But lobbying does count. We can still lobby. If nobody lobbies and no one votes, then I, of course, will have to interpret the vote of 000%, and I will be picking something I want. So I'm seeing Master Builders. Okay. Actually, I'll write this out. Oh, that's not how I wanted to do that. That's what? Why does enter do... Oh, for God's sake, guys. Damn you. I should probably pause the game, actually, while I'm faffing with this. You know, I will put it up as an advisory referendum. Plastic Wounders. What the devil is Plastic Wounders? A Gamish Duca. But yes, Twitch, YouTube, start recommending Ascension perks. So far, I'm seeing Master Builders. This is, of course, just an advisory referendum. The actual voting, only Woodmancy's one vote counts, and in lieu of that, you can lobby. So if Woodmancy arrives, of course, he just gets to vote and get 100% to one category. Otherwise, $1 redo of lobby would influence this vote to be a complete victory. Galactic Wonders, Master Builders. Am I seeing anything else? Let me see. Guess Galactic Contender. Expect a flurry of democracy to occur before Woodmancy appears, yes. And Galactic Force Rejection. Right, so the options I'm putting out are Master Builders, Galactic Wonders, Galactic Contender, and Galactic Force Projection. The only thing that will count is lobbying. The vote will go up, but this is an advisory referendum at best. And if there's no lobbying, I just get to pick. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. And don't worry, I'll pick the best choice. The choice that... Oh, you son of a bitch, Andy fam. Right. So far, everything is on 0%, but Galactic Wonders is on 2%. Andy fam, thank you for the support. We're putting that advisory referendum up right now. If you're going to be lobbying, send it in, I suppose. The way it works is every 100 bits on Twitch, every $1 on YouTube adds 1% to the vote category of your choice. The actual vote numbers here literally mean absolutely nothing because you don't have votes. That's an advisory referendum, but your lobbying does count. So right now, everything is actually on 0% because Woodmancy's not here and hasn't voted, except Galactic Wonders, which is on 2% because Andy Pham has lobbied. And ladies and gentlemen, here you go. How the heck did Chak vote to remove all their power? Presidium spike, that's just what happened last session. Don't even go there, man. It was... I tried to stop it. I tried to use my veto to stop it, and Chak gave enough power to the YouTube president to give them unlimited vetoes to veto my veto unlimited times, and then now they have unlimited vetoes, so no matter what happens once they're here, they can just veto every vote and choose whatever they want. So you need to try and push it through while there is no YouTube president to get rid of the power that they can't wield. Alrighty, so in the advisory referendum, Galactic Wonders would have won. Unfortunately, of course, your votes don't count because you're all, you know, not Woodmancy. So, you're all 0% for every category, but Galactic Wonders got a tiny amount of lobbying, and thus, Andy Pham, you've got it. Galactic Wonders. Wabam. We'll do the next Ascension perk in a little bit. First, Dyson Sphere. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I really don't think it was Glorious Dale. It was kind of the opposite of Glorious. Like, imagine Anti-Glory. That's kind of where it was, in my opinion. And I didn't mean Auntie. I meant the opposite of Glory. Just so we're all clear on that. Yeah, we'll accept some open borders with you. Astral Siphon. And then more. Well, this is annoying for me. Half my messages disappear, says Chris Nath, so I have to post them twice. That is very weird. Try reloading the page, and then if that doesn't work, reload your whole PC, computer, whatever you're on. We've discovered a cure to the galactic plague. Our colonies are no longer affected. Excellent. We should also do something about this. Cloud Snag Kajigga. But that means we don't need to eradicate the void worm. So the plague, not our problem. How soon do you think they'll be revealing more of the upcoming DLC? I would suspect in the next couple of weeks, Primordial. I suspect we'll get a release in September, maybe at the latest October. Let's not forget Infernals has to come out as well. So if they release in October, then they've only got like a month and a half, 2 months before Infernals has to come out. And they never want to release just before Christmas. So I suspect it'd be like mid to late September, for the next DLC, end of November for the one after. Hopefully we have more of a playable game by then. Why is my economy breaking? Uh-oh. Well, it's fine. Right now I'm in breach of one of the laws. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Are there other problems, and would the good guys solve it? So the only way we could solve it is by killing everyone. Killing everyone seems evil and immoral, so... no. 10 out of 10, Pricky T would argue otherwise. Ooh. YouTube, because of all the bugs. Well, there's a lot of bugs. Yeah, there are a number of bugs at the moment. It could get worse. Hello, Wood. Oh, no. Chat, I'm sorry. He's not the YouTube president right now, but he does have the only vote. Woodmancy has just arrived, ladies and gentlemen. The man with the vote. If anyone would like to propose a YouTube president, Woodmancy could now vote on it or anything else you do require. We have just hit the 10 members goal. Congratulations, everybody. New goal. 20 members. No, he's not the president anymore. He was the president yesterday. He'd have to be, elected. And the only way to elect a YouTube president, the precedent is, what one must do there is propose it as a law proposal. So, super chat or bits on Twitch. But don't worry, once it's proposed, Woodmancy could vote in your favor if he likes you. Just make sure that, he likes you. Meet the new boss, says Primordial. Same as the old boss. Indeed. In the galaxy, we're voting against regulated growth. I think we felt that was evil, So we're poo-pooing that idea. We're like, hell no, we won't go. All right, and the capital is now. I nominate myself just for the next hour, says Dale. Well. I'm putting advisory referendum up, but I will then wait to hear how Woodmancy would like to vote. But I will still put the advisory referendum up. It, of course, carries absolutely no weight. It's just advisory. Yeah, so this vote up now literally doesn't mean anything whatsoever. We're just waiting on... Oh, David says, I proposed Dale and hereby pass said vote. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dale, you are now the YouTube president and have unlimited vetoes from now on. I guess I could veto that. But you know what? YouTube, you've made your bed, lie in it. All hail Dale, asks AD Badgerhill. Indeed, all hail Dale, the YouTube president for the next hour with unlimited vetoes. Just a minor amount of power. David still has all the votes. Dale now has all the vetoes. So we are a two-party system. By the way, YouTube voted yes with 94% on this advisory referendum. And Twitch voted no 100%. Twitch don't like this. Twitch don't like this. There's a great separation of power here. Yes, you're right, Woodmancy. You have the veto. Dale has the vote. Oh, no, you have the vote. Dale has the veto. So it just... I guess it just works, doesn't it? Did I not build a single Dyson swarm? Am I that stupid? Oh, I am. Oh, that's annoying. That's fine, we can always build more. I vote yes. Yes, you are. Is that on the that stupid question, Woodmancy? Because if so, this is mean and immoral. And we are the good guys. Okay, energy credit issue. Let's fix it. The shield neither preserves nor protects. Whatever man shouts veto. No, I'm not going to veto it. Because I'd lose my only veto. Also, is my veto still marked as being done? Oh, it's marked as being done. I should get rid of that because I still technically have a veto. And so does the Twitch president if we had a Twitch president. But of course, the YouTube president gets unlimited vetoes. How to become the Twitch president, I hear you ask? Well, it's a good question. Thank you for the hydrate. The way to become Twitch president is either passing a law to become it, or, much more easily, whoever has currently donated the most subscriptions and is present, is the current Twitch president. Am I still Twitch president? No, because that was the law yesterday. Law presidency lapses after one session. The Twitch presidency, the base rule is whoever's donated the most subs. So far it's... Well, I don't think I Smithy Boy, Quantum, or Darth Sasquatch are here, so it's no one. You wouldn't need to be Twitch president anyway, you're fine. Come on. Come on, there's greed. Let's not get greedy. Let's not get too greedy, huh? Come on. Being a little ambitious can hurt quite a lot from audio. Right, so what's the plan now, chat? Where are we going next? Where's this all heading? We're in a big federation, I should change to. So we are members of the red right now because, of course, the leader is the Alderaan Confederacy. The green are our possible enemy because these folks... Crisis aspirants. Not good. Not good whatsoever. Crisis aspirants are bad. Very, very bad. I propose to strip Twitch chat of all their lordships. We're an egalitarian government after all. Wow. Well, we're putting it up for an advisory referendum, but David, just let me know how you vote. Oh, you vote yes. Of course you do. Twitch and YouTube, I will, of course, let you vote for the required 60 seconds. Currently, the vote is 100% on YouTube and on Twitch for a total of 200% in favor of this. You are about to be stripped of your lordships, I'm afraid, though. That sounds really fun for colorblind people, says Plain Fox. Yeah, exactly. Oh, an ancient rival has woken up. The Azandian Reclaimers. Revenge is further. Ancient castles of technology. The fanatic xenophobes are here. They're clear. We're all gonna die. This is millions of fleet power. This is levels of power that we're not quite ready to handle, to be honest. I guess we might have to form the League of Unfederated Powers. Yes. Excellent. I should also probably build another battleship. Oh, wait. No. Oh. Already got the focused arc emitter. Wow. Color me impressed. Have we upgraded everyone to have that focused arc emitter? The answer is yes. Yes. Excellent. We may come through this. Right. Okay, we'll end that vote there. Dale, are you going to veto this vote or not? You do have that ability. There's Sonic Shield. A game is Jugan. No. You're not voting. I have no power right now. All the power is held between Dale, who is the YouTube president and has unlimited vetoes on the votes, and Woodmancy, who gets 1 vote, and no one else actually gets to vote. There is no Xenophile Fallen Empire. So there is the corrected Penurian Wrath, Gestalt Consciousness, and there's the Azantium Reclaimers Xenophobe. So pick something else, Woodmancy, I think, because they don't... But what you've just said isn't quite possible. Not even possible. Twitch, you've now been stripped of your titles. Dale has declined to use his veto on you. Twitch, you are no longer lords. You have all been stripped of your titles and paraded naked around the streets. I'm so sorry. He's looking for that wormhole somewhere. For the 4 people voting against this on YouTube, why? That was true. 4 people did. That was, to be fair, Krishnath, that was only advisory. Guess we get to see how YouTube burns down Montu's empire, says W. Bever. Well, I suppose. Power belongs to everyone, shouts Primordial Eon. Honestly, unless they choose to give up their power, you've given them enough power that they never have to give up any power. So between the 2 of them, they're kind of locked in. We did have a brief moment, 15 minutes at the start of the session, when we could have done something about this. But that time is now over. We now have a YouTube president with unlimited vetoes, and the only person that can vote is Woodmancy. Welcome to never-ending powerlessness. Yes. Of course, the only way to unseat them is to propose a coup. And you know how we decide on coups? Voting. You know what voting has? Vetoes. We're leading the non-aligned nations. Okay, Woodmancy is proposing we're leading the non-aligned nations. I'm not going to put this vote up. Woodmancy, how do you vote on your proposal to lead the non-aligned nations? You have the only vote. Please let me know how it goes. Oh, you vote yes. Excellent. Fair enough. So we are now going to be leading the League of Non-Aligned Nations. And Dale says he will not veto this decision. Excellent. And if choose to not be civil and vote, we just take, says Rune Knight. What are you going to take? I'm confused. Very much confusion. Right, let's get everything out that we want out. Just trying to up our nav cap a bit because we are a touch low, I must admit. Quantum Innovation Nexus sounds good to me. Down with the voting. Only with chaos shouts Rune Knight. What fleet power do the Awakened Empires have? Lots. 400. 1.6 mil. 2.5 mil, something like that. And they do have... Shut up. No, do they not? Yeah, a little bit of armor hardening. Some of them have a bit of armor hardening, 30%. But 30% is quite a lot, given they only have armor and hull. Oh no, there is some shields here. There are some shields here. And they can confuse our ships. Those bioships are nasty pasties. I do not want to get into a fight with them, let me tell you. Woodmancy steps up to the microphone and clears his throat. This is a great and glorious day for Good Guys Inc. We've weathered through many perils and through it all have maintained good guy status. As such, in this time of prosperity, I hereby relinquish my single vote status and return it to the people. That would have to be proposed as a vote, Woodmancy. If you can relinquish your single vote by never voting again, but that doesn't give the right for other people's votes to count because this is a law. Someone would have to propose the law to rescind the one Woodmancy, one vote law, and then you'd have to vote in favor of it, or you'd have to abstain and someone would have to lobby. We can still go back to the lobbying system. That's excellent. I've just proposed it by definition, says Woodmancy. No, but the way to propose laws or rescind laws is, as ever, the same way it always is, which is the... 1 second, let me just check tack. I will be right back with you, Wes. You're very important. Your vote counts. It's the only one that counts. Enigmatic, that's what I want. A proposal of laws requires a super chat or bits. Always has done, always will do. You can always leave, though, because as I mentioned earlier, if you leave, you don't get a vote. No one gets a vote, because you're not here. Obviously, you don't vote. And then it's just the lobbying that carries the day. That we had that before, and that went so well, didn't it, chat? I propose the law I mentioned, says David. Wow. Right, David, how are you voting on the law you mentioned? This democratic exercise is such a farce. But I guess we should all appreciate it. Yes, David, how are you voting? Oh, you vote yes. Dale, are you vetoing that? Because you can. You do have unlimited vetoes, Dale. Veto, says Dale. Unfortunately, Woodmancy, you still have the only vote because Dale has vetoed it. I'm afraid you can, as shown last time, give your vote to someone as a proxy. I would recommend you give your vote to... Let's just see who's in chat. Let me see. Ooh, give it to Nataru. Nataru's on Twitch. Nataru, you still here? Nataru does voting so good. I give it to Nataru. You'll have a great time. Pinky promise. Should have waited until the presidency was up, lol. Yeah, the presidency's up in like 30 minutes. I'm here and still naked, says Nataru. Excellent. So, Woodmancy, are you giving your vote to anyone? Your one vote? Are you passing it on? Or are you not doing that? Nataru is not on YouTube. Krishnath Dragon is on YouTube. Krishnath Dragon, you are now the one vote to rule them all. In our great and glorious nation. Never before have so few been pleased by so little. Krishnath says, I am honored. Balance out the power. Give the vote to Twitch. And YouTube keeps the president. Well, David wanted the vote to stay on YouTube. And David is the one with the vote. You gave him that power, chat. Maybe not you today, but that power was gifted unto him yesterday. Not last week, yesterday. And with this act, I will now retire to my estate on Jacuzzi Prime, says Woodmancy. We had a Jacuzzi Prime? Oh, is it this mining station? It could be this mining station. Is this Jacuzzi Prime? This little spot here. So many defense platforms. So little time. Biding my time, says Christas Dragon. Yes, an estate worthy of my status. Please, you say, Montu's claims are big. Yes, I claim bigly. Forsooth, I say unto you. Alright, independent tribunals, we're pushing that through next. And then I'm thinking we go for 5-year plans, the next stage of the Charter of Workers' Rights, Greater Good. So far, we've already got... Or is that... Yeah, it's active. Charter of Workers' Rights is active. But if we get this one in... Oh, it'll be good. It'll be good. Basic subsistence is banned. Then we can ban stratified economy, a bunch of other bits and pieces. It will be excellent. You know what I've just realized? We don't have Utopian abundance. We should give everyone Utopian abundance. That's not good. Utopian abundance for all! Do we don't have the ability to make those for... Okay, fine. Sorry, we've just realized... Oh, okay, Utopian abundance for you. Utopian abundance... Yes, good! We've given Utopian abundance to all! We are great! As I said earlier, we're the good guys. Good guys is we. We're good. We're guys. We're good guys. Yeah. Good guys. Good guys. Ooh. Good guys. Good guys. Ooh. Good TM. No, we're good. We're good. We're excellent. We're the best. Don't worry, we'll soon have more energy. Good thing I gave up the vote. Utopian abundance is not good. Yes, Utopian abundance is good. We're giving people everything they could ever want. How's that not good, Woodmancy? That's the act of a good guy. Don't you want your children to grow up better than you did? I mean, come now. Standard of living has just gone through the roof. Okay, we're running out of trade. Let's sell all of you. And a bunch of you. Some of you as well. Okay. Okay. Need a little bit more influence for a ring world there. Yeah, it's so good. You're running a trade deficit. Yeah, no, I mean, no, I'm not saying it's good economically. It's like a good thing to do. Like, it's the morally correct act to give everyone everything. And look, we've got a Colossus with nothing in it. See, we're the good guys. We've got a Colossus, nothing in it. Utopian abundance is for the plebs. Decadent lifestyle is where it's at. I don't know. Utopian abundance gives equal voting rights to everybody. Decadent lifestyle gives much more voting rights to the leaders. That does not sound good to me. I'm only buying a few resources. Don't worry about it. Alrighty. Just a few transactions, nothing to see here. Is it really good if it destroys the economy, eventually leading to starvation? No. It's not going to do that. It's not going to do that because I'm going to fix the economy. We're about to research some great wonderful, and I really do mean great and wonderful. Oh, we've already researched it. We're about to finish building some Dyson swarms. We'll upgrade one of those into a Dyson sphere. And then, with that power on our side, nothing will stop us. Because we'll have Dyson sphere, and we'll have lots of power. Everyone should have Utopian abundance because we're the goodies. Come on. Come on. I'm thinking Transcendental Innovation Department. I'm thinking hard about it, and I'm thinking yes. Yes. So what I'm hearing is panic. No, there's no need to panic, Dale. Dale, the economy is fine. There's a technical solution coming momentarily that will fix this alleged... The trade deficit isn't actually a deficit. It's actually just an accounting quirk that we're going to briefly fix momentarily. I assure you. Look, you can trust me on this. Why would I lie? Huh? Why would I lie? Utopian abundance is only good if one has the resources to support it. We do have the resources to support it. Our economy has not collapsed. It will not collapse. We are running some slight trade deficits, but that's only because we're running such massive increases of other bits and pieces. And energy credits cost a bomb because I don't know why. For some stupid reason, they're just so expensive. I think I'll add some enigmatic battleships to those raspy rapscallions in a moment. David, Dale can veto the Utopian abundance. No, someone would have to propose a law about it in-game. And there is a law banning any law proposals that don't, in-game, have anything to do with wars, peace, traditions, and ascensions. Utopian abundance is entirely outside the purview of the chat as voted for by the chat. So no, you could not, in fact, do anything about that. Montu has the sole right and responsibility there, yes. You see, it seems like Dale has unlimited power, but in fact he has power limited. I rest my case. Hello, Sathanos. Well, the Discord voices only ever usually came in right near the end of the stream, or like maybe halfway through. And no, we don't have any voices right now at the moment. We're just trying to survive. We have 2 awakened fallen empires, the corrected Penurian Wrath, and the Azantian Reclaimers. We don't know what they're going to do, but problems? Yes. Proposal to remove peasants from YouTube chat title. Alright, I'm not going to actually put the advisory stuff up anymore because can't be bothered. Krishnath, do you vote yes or no, yay or nay on proposal to remove peasants from YouTube chat title? Christian votes yes. Now it has been stricken from the law. YouTube are no longer peasants. Twitch are no longer... let me check my notes here. Twitch are no longer lords and YouTube are no longer peasants. It's all back to normal. You're just things. People. Countrymen. Wow. Late game Stellaris. I'm finding this thing so laggy. Oh! War in Heaven. I'm pretty sure that we have to select we will not take sides in this fight to lead the League of Non-Aligned Nations. We have to take the League of Non-Aligned Nations. I'm just going to have to look it up because I can't actually remember. Chat, does anyone remember? Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Not taking sides is league. Okay. That's what we have to do. Kent Lavis, thank you very much for the 10 gifted memberships. That means we hit another goal. Twitch, you are going to be beaten again on goals today, it seems. Yesterday, Twitch didn't achieve, I think, any goals at all. YouTube has achieved 2 so far. Just need a few more likes and they've got another one under their belt. But it's already been voted on while Woodmancy was here. 1 Woodmancy, 1 vote. We have to join the League of Non-Aligned Nations. So, not taking sides in the conflict. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Shup, it's fine. Oh god, it's fine. It's really fine. Oh god, oh god, oh god. A tiny bit of ship design wouldn't hurt, would it? And then let's get... Oh, ooh, artillery frame, I think. This is a potent ship. Good God. Sonic shield, neutronium armor. Don't hate. Well, we could put cloaking on it. Oh, that would be crazy. We're not doing that. That's too crazy. That's too crazy even for me. They've declared war on each other. That's what we were seeing earlier. Oh, goodness gracious. The war in heaven, ladies and gentlemen, has just begun. Okay. We shall oppose the tyranny of the elders, the League of Non-Aligned Powers. We are the first member, maybe? Oh no, our federation has just become the League of Non-Aligned Powers. Oh god, it's like everyone. Is anyone not in it? Oh, the true Torrent Horde are a thrall under the Ascension Reclaimers. They've bowed the knee. Oh, we're at war. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at war. Oh, God, it's happened really quickly. Okay, just give me a minute. Everything's about to explode. We don't even have the Dyson Swarm, the things that I want. Okay. Oh, boy. This is good. This is what we needed. It's all good. It's all good under the proverbial hood. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they're too dangerous. Is it necessary? Oh my god, I'm not sure we can hold against this. Oh, sweet mother of God. Oh, baby Chibus. We're running out of energy credits. We're going to run out of everything, aren't we? Oh my god. Put crew quarters wherever I can. I don't even know where we're going to need one, but I'm putting them. Okay. We were only suffering some minor deficits. Whoa, okie dokie. Let's see what the league's like. Oh, yeah, hates it. Brilliant. They've taken our federation, smashed it up. Okay, and who's the leader now? The Interstellar Vivisandian Technocracy, who is over here. I think they used to be in the Fed with us. I don't even know. Flow Gaming, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Right, who's feeling happy? We all good? 9,000 fleet power. You should probably land on a planet or something, or just leave. Yeah, no, you go land on Scoundrel's Jetty. That's a good place for you to be, actually. Yes. Meanwhile, let's build more armies. The goodies can be psionic armies. That's fine. And then over here, I'm going to build some clone goodie armies as well. So we'll have psionic leaders leading clones. Begun. The Clone Wars have. They're not good. They're not good at all. Yeah, I don't. Okay, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, why not? God, it's too much. We're all gonna die. I'm completely in breaking right now. We're just completely smashing up the law about not being in deficit. Yeah, look, it's right now. I'm breaking that one and shut up. This is why you take Galactic Force Projection and Galactic Contender. I put those on the list. You know what we could take? We could right now take either Galactic Contender or Galactic Force Projection. We have another Ascension perk available. Chat, I need you to begin at this very moment to suggest Ascension perks to take. And then, of course, Krishnath will vote on it. And Dale will veto and choose what to take. But the veto, you can only oh no, you've got unlimited vetoes. You can veto every option. You can veto each thing once on the multi-choice until there's only one left. These are the options you have at home. Start telling me in the chat what we should take. World Shaper, Galactic Contender. Anything else? Lord of War sounds like a good guy thing. Mastery of Nature. Right, so, those are your four options, Krishnath. Lord of War, Mastery of Nature, Galactic Contender, or World Shaper. What say you? Which one are you picking of those four, Krishnath? You do have the one vote in chat, as mandated by the chat. Well, we have to wait, Planesfox, to see what Galactic Contender picks. What Krishnath picks. Galactic Contender. Surprising. Dale, are you vetoing that one? And making... Well, if you veto... Yeah, just you can veto anything. You can veto unlimited times, so pick any of the four, I guess. This whole democratic procedure is a bit of a farce, if you ask me, but it's what chat voted for. Dale. Are you vetoing? We've got to know. I will not veto, says Dale. Galactic Contender for the last. Giving us loads of Diplo weight. 90... Oh, not very much, actually. I will try and get the other fleets to form up on me. We'll see if we can get the AI to join us together in the sun. I think we should declare Azantium Reclaimers a crisis, maybe? Or can we not do that because we're already at war with them? Can't do it because I think we're already all at war with them. Right, fine. Ironically, independent tribunals is not going to be helping us out much. I don't know. Minus 10% war exhaustion gain. That could be nice. That could be useful. I hope you fly through that wormhole and go somewhere else. Let's just check who we're at war with. We're at war with that. Right. Good. And we're allied to all of that. They are a Scalarium under them. So basically the whole galaxy is kind of standing together. A herald under the corrected Penurian wrath. What the devil is a herald? Just has to join every war. I see. Of course. Makes perfect sense. See if we can upgrade these missiles. Okay. We're golden. We're golden. We're mostly golden. Minus 61 cohesion. Good lord. Ooh, monthly cohesion 3.6. We are putting some representatives in, but there's a lot of members who don't like each other in this great and glorious League of Non-Aligned Powers. We've got authoritarians, we've got pacifists, we've got militarists, we've got materialists, we've got spiritualists. Yeah, there's a lot of contention. The only thing we haven't got is a single xenophile somehow. I don't quite know how that's possible, but yes. Decided Datcher. Datcher has become a thrall under the Azantian Reclaimers. No, Datcher, why? Why would you fail us this way? How are the politician fleet? How are they doing? Let's take a look, see, shall we? Hmm, 25% armor hardening. Could be worse, could be worse. You can be a Dyson sphere. Excellent. We now kind of do have a chance against the Awakened Fallen Empire somewhat, but it's not massive. You know, it's one of those fool's hope kind of things. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. It's kind of where I'm feeling at the moment. Yikes. Oh, I forgot how expensive the enigmatic battle cruisers are. They are ridiculously overpriced. A chance is better than no chance. You're not wrong there, Krishnath. You're not wrong. Huh. Oh. They seem to have bypassed some of our fleets. Have they got many fleets at home right now, or can we catch them a bit unawares? I think we might be able to grab them. Yoink. And the galaxy is beginning to form up behind us. 262,000 fleet power combining with our 864. Yeah, I mean, we've got the fleet power right. I think it's time to authorize the installation, not the usage, but the installation of the shield for the sake of the galaxy. I mean, we've got these rampaging powers going around. They've currently not killed anyone, but if they are to kill anyone, then I think we need to do something about them. Oh my god, they've got a world cracker. Ladies and gentlemen, they have a biological world cracker. There is their world cracker gun. It just eats the planet, I assume. Monstrous. Utterly evil. Utterly evil. Contemptible, in fact. As my term nears its end, I propose dissolving the YouTube presidency. All vetoes shall now be decided by a majority vote in chat. Krishnath, what do you think of that proposal? Are you voting yes or no? Dale will then get to veto you if you do. Krishnath says, I concur. Right. The YouTube presidency, ladies and gentlemen, has been dissolved. The veto has been passed to chat. Let's fix that then. So there is just a Twitch president now. The YouTube president for Unlife is gone because the YouTube presidencies were dissolved. The YouTube president Unlimited Vetoes is gone. Right, let me just double check that. Yeah, cool. So all vetoes will be passed by chat. So chat having a veto basically means that Krishnath votes and then chat actually do the vote afterwards, I think. So but that actually gives the power back to the people in the most convoluted, stupid way I've ever thought. Oh my god. Oh, this is just painful. Right, so first I have to ask Krishnath how Krishnath votes. Then once Krishnath has voted, I then ask chat if they'd like to veto that vote with a vote. And that then decides whether or not that's like the actual vote. Oh my god. Yeah, Krishnath is the only vote in the laws themselves, but the chat have the veto right as decided by a vote, a majority vote. Not saying this is silly, but it's a little bit silly. Let's go beat up some baddies. Egalitarian are we not? No, exactly. But like, this is Byzantine bureaucracy at its finest. If it's silly and it works, it still works, says Krishnath. No, I mean, sure, you've given power back to the people. It's just, we could have dissolved all of it and gone back to the normal, simple beginning system. But now it's just a majority and vote in chat to veto. It's making my life more difficult. That's what's happening. Tell me my edicts are on. Yes, they are. You know what's not on? Where are you? Where are my astral edicts? Where are my astral edicts? Do I not? I thought I had the astral powers. Astral edicts. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. What? No, don't dissolve the YouTube president. Damn, the YouTube president has been dissolved. One would have to propose a law to create a new YouTube president in order for that to be a thing. But what kind of senator would propose such a radical amendment? Also, chat now have the veto. So, Krishnath still has the vote because Woodmancy's given it to Krishnath by proxy until the next session, if we have another session, if we are still alive at the end of today. Well, says Krishnath, if someone proposes we go back to the original... I think clean slate law, Krishnath. Let's get rid of this unwieldy bureaucracy and go back to a simpler time, you know? A time with peace, justice, and security in our great galaxy. Woo, 25% happiness. We love it. Right, we're going to go there. Then here. Our system is one man, one vote. I am the man and I have the vote. Prime Citizen Krishnath, 2376. Well, actually, it's Prime Citizen Woodmancy, but Woodmancy has briefly delegated the vote to Krishnath because he's retired to where was it again? Something, a Jacuzzi Prime. That's where he's retired to. Propose returning to a Montuatorship. A Montuatorship. Okay. Propose the YouTube presence have to be confirmed by Twitch and Twitch presence have to be confirmed by YouTube. I guess we'll put two separate things up. First, Silent Sonata has proposed return to a Montuatorship. Krishnath. How are you feeling on the Montuatorship? You voting yes or no? Don't bother, I'm opposed to both. Excellent. It's time to see if chat want to veto then. Veto Krishnath on the Montuatorship. And that is a ship made of potatoes. Just want to add that, chat. You're currently being asked if you want to veto a ship literally made of potatoes. It's a Montuatorship. All votes call to 1 minute. This is a vote on whether or not to veto. Krishnath has the one vote, but chat gets to vote on the vetoing. Krishnath has voted no, so if you veto Krishnath and vote yes, then we get the Montuatorship. And currently, chat is voting yes on the Montuatorship. Old system or not at all, says Krishnath. Silent Sonata. I have no idea what the devil the Montuatorship is. Please tell me a bit more. Can you let me know a little bit more about what exactly the Montuatorship is and how it works and whatnot? You know, what's going on there? Does that mean Montu has to maintain their tatership accent? Gar, I got the taterships. Is that like a tater tot problem? Right, so Twitch has voted yes, YouTube has voted yes. Together, they are both vetoing your vote, Krishnath. We are returning to a Montu dictatorship. Just dictatorship by Montu. So I'm now the dictator. And I should interpret that however I want. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me some info about what the Montu dictatorship would be. And then I'm going to let you know. So, I'm being told it'd be like replacing the usual democratic chaos of viewer choice with an absolute, iron-fisted and slightly meme-fueled rule over the stream schedule and content. Instead of polls, chat votes, or community suggestions deciding what we're doing, Montu decides. Live stream chat will now be heavily regulated. Any message must include at all times a praise-filled note about the Montuatorship. So if your message does not have praise the Montuatorship, Montu-woo! Thank you, Master. If your message does not have a note praising the Montuatorship or the Montuatorship, it will be deleted. Okay? Okay. Let me see what else is. We apparently need an anthem according to ChatGPT. We need mandatory hype moments where we have to spam emotes on cue. Fine. Fine. There's fake state news segments to recap previous things that have happened. Cool. We're renaming everything is just renamed Montu credits apparently now. But yes. Praise the Montuatorship. This sucks. The Montuator tastes good with ketchup. I'm so happy uwu, says Rude Knight. Yes. Dictator using an AI to get all his answers. How real. I just want to know what it would mean. And I didn't get enough information. Right, so now we're going to propose that YouTube and Twitch, they have to be confirmed. You know what, Paranoid Kitten? I'll let this vote pass to chat. I am also going to, as dictator, immediately be stripping some laws. Right. No shenanigans with regards to laws. That's gone. Immediately. Limit to voting. Gone. Montu must break a law every hour. I'm going to let that one stay in. Spend all EC on Galatron attempts. Gone. Focus on Mega Engineering. It's gone. No worlds with slaves may be shielded. I'll leave that one in. One man, one vote. Gone. Chat have a veto on each vote. Gone. Twitch president. Deficits are illegal. Yeah, let's kill that crap. That's the worst thing. I have just streamlined democracy, ladies and gentlemen. You're all bloody welcome. Yeah, you'll all survive, Paranoid Kitten. Sorry, Paranoid Kitten. That comment did not include... How do I delete a comment? I don't know how to delete a comment on Twitch. God damn it. Twitch, you have unlimited free reign. YouTube, you better be careful. Dale says, bids the Montuatorship good luck as I board my luxury mobile space fortress. Paranoid Kitten says, propose the wonderful Montu change PNG to horse girl Montu with cat ears. You know what, Paranoid Kitten? I'll allow the cat ears because you've been so nice. You know, I will allow it. I'll allow the cat ears. Where are the cat ears? Oh. Wait, it's a bit too big. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh. Still a bit big. There we go. That's perfect, isn't it, chat? Yeah, it's a little incongruous, but whatever. There you go. Fine. Oh, the horse girl Montu with cat is... No, I'm not putting the horse girl up. We're not doing that. That's absolutely not bloody happening. Yes. No worry, Paranoid Kitten. Please remember to, I will ignore you, Twitch, if you don't praise the Montuatorship. We are also going to allow YouTube and Twitch presidents, and they must now be confirmed by Twitch and by YouTube. I will add that to the law list because it makes you having power more difficult. Yes. And that does mean we do have a YouTube president as well. If we wanted one, but we currently don't have one. We could have one. We don't have either. Must be confirmed by other chat. It's in there. It's in there. Just as God intended, said Silence and Utter. That is not praise them on to Montuatorship quite enough, I'm afraid. I'm not seeing any praise. I love democracy. I love the Republic, says Nighthawk. Yes, you do, but need to know a little bit more love for the Montuatorship. Sorry, that one's getting removed. Wait, what? Montu can actually equip cat ears on a lizard body. That, Alexander Wilson, is true, but you're not praising the Montuatorship enough. Removed. Yes, our glorious Montuator, says Out of Check. Exactly, exactly. Now, you don't exclusively have to support the Montuatorship, but if you're not supporting the Montuatorship in your comment, it will be noted. Come now, people. Thank you, Peruvian Lag. All praise the great Montu furry lord. I'm not a furry. Okay. Wait, does this mean I've been deposed? Freedom, glorious freedom, praise the Montu. Yes, you've been deposed. No, you've been deposed. Woodmancy's been deposed, and he no longer is able to pass on his thing to you, which is stupid anyway, so it's all good. I've saved democracy. I've done this. Me. Alone. I looked out upon a cold and dark night. That night was our democratic process, and the Montuator said no more. He drew a line in the sand saying, thus far, no further. And he saved everybody. I thought we upgraded you. Why do you not have the right gun? Global pacifier. Yeah, that looks correct. What? Come on. Gun, please. Does it work without the gun? No, it doesn't work without the gun. Yeah, so go get the gun. For God's sake. Are they coming with us? Are they just slow? The galaxy is joining us just really slowly. They're like eating along. Sir, Mr. Montu, a dictator, does that mean that we are now the baddies? No, Out of Keck. We are the best versions of ourselves that we can currently be because I have saved democracy from all of you people. And I say you people with the venom it deserves. We are not the baddies. We've saved democracy from itself. Yes, I will be enforcing strict democracy. Every proposal will go up to a vote, and the Montuator will consider it. Like Paranoid's thing on the thing. Well, it doesn't actually, that one I didn't need to put up to a vote. I was rewarding a loyal subject of our democratic state, Paranoid Kitten, for proposing such great laws. I put the cat ears on. It was a problem for me, not for anyone else, so I think it was reasonable and justified for me to just take an executive action on that. If you don't think so, please report to one of the Montuator education centers to voice your concerns. Hey, no, Ghosty Fish, I've taken control back from chat to prevent evil. I am the goodest of guys right now. I finally saved democracy and chat and this game from any further issues, and I will now save the universe. One good guy step at a time. I'm not bringing the World Cracker up. We don't even have a World Cracker. I'm not bringing the World Shielder up. I'm only doing good things. Good things. Our goodness is assured. Praise Bob? No, praise the Montuator. And this is, Truthsayer Montu now. It just is. Shush. This is the most benevolent... Yes, this is the most serene republic now, ladies and gentlemen. The most serene republic, and I am your Montuator. I shall not rest until we've saved everyone from themselves and others. You're welcome. I will now accept oaths of fealty. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. I want in both chats for you to post the... which GIF is it? Which emoji? Yes. I need this emoji. Anyone not posting that emoji in either chat, I guess you're going to be timed out for the rest of the chat if you try to speak again without posting it. Does my message have no... Oh, let's just read the first one. Remove Montu sounding like Thanos, but with extra steps. No, 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 no. Not Thanos. He's evil. I'm the good guy. Good. Great, in fact. And we are saving the galaxy. Look at us save the galaxy here. Since the AI overlord said it, I would like to hear the anthem of Montuatorship, please. Praise Montu. Yes, can I get some more Montu democracies from everyone, please? Zerog says nah. Oh, no worries. Let me just... mod actions. Time out. Excellent. Anyone not putting the... rise up from Ghosty Fish. We're getting a timeout for Ghosty Fish. Let me just... mod action... I'm afraid Ghosty Fish threatening to rise up against the Montuatorship does time you out for 5 to 10 minutes. We've got another one. Some people are missing the second bit of the Montu democracy thing. I don't know. I'm not sure if this isn't some sort of evil thing. Having to announce Montu has just been re-elected once more. Are we on the planet? Are we invading? Yes, we are. 9,000 versus a couple K. Excellent, excellent. Anyone else not on board with the Montuatorship? Yes, good. Right, so we need the Montu anthem. I'm not sure this is going to be... All right, chat, prepare yourselves. I've asked for something to be created on our behalf. You ready, chat? The tune is a work in progress, all right? Okay, the tune's a work in progress. You have to accept that. I'm just making up the tune as I go along. The words I'm also slightly making up here, but some of them are good. Okay, you ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Oh, Valera Orden, you did not praise the Montuatorship, I'm afraid. Your message has been deleted. Infinite Monkey Theorem, your message did not include praise of the Montuatorship. Message deleted. But you asked Good Guy Megachurch, how does this work? Well, what we're spreading with the Megachurch is democracy in-game, basically. I want to tell you more, but unfortunately you did not praise the Montuatorship, and that's currently where we are. I should add that law in, actually, so everyone knows. Praise the Montuatorship. Right at pride of place, right at the top there. Excellent. Papers, please theme feels fitting. So, the lyrics I've got so far is... From the loading screen to victory's glow, Montu reigns where the emotes flow. Forces march at the leader's command, and our glory spreads across the land. I feel space would be better there, but command and land rhyme much better. Then it goes on to the chorus. Glory to Montu, supreme leader of our stream, guiding our chat like a radiant beam. In lag we trust, in hype we unite. Under Montu's rule, we're here through the night. That's the first verse and chorus. I guess it'd be something like, from loading screen to victory's glow, Montu reigns where emotes flow. Forces march at leaders' command, gaming glory. What did I say then? No, our glory spreads across the land. Yeah. Tune in progress. Anyway, while Montu has been in charge, we've started winning the war. Just saying. Just pointing that out to people out there. I need to leave this system while my game lags into like oblivion. Good God. Fleet command limit plus 10. Let's grab Citadel of Faith. Spreads cross the land. Spreads cross the land might be better. Yeah, let me alter that. Our glory spreads cross the land. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hythian freehold of the dead. F's to pay respect to whoever they were. Or don't. Actually, I don't care. What am I using my trade on? I'm using trade to buy 1,700 energy credits. Food. Dark matter. Want that. I'm selling a bunch of stuff. You know, it's great. But the anthem states that in lag we trust gloriously. Yes, that's very right. The anthem might need more editing. You're not wrong. Oh, great and glorious out of Keck. As always, Montu will for Peruvian lag. How could you? Where's the that is reconditioning. Reconditioning. Does that delete all of your message on Twitch? Well, Twitch is a bit harsh. You time out somebody for one moment, it's like boom. Wow. What should we vote for now? Oh yeah, we should vote on... Well, there's this massive fight going on, so I think the best thing to do at this point is to vote on the Tianqi Conservation Act. Yeah, that seems actually like the most reasonable thing to be voting on here, because there is a galactic fight going on. What else can we do but argue about Tianqi conservation at this time, this hour of need? Zen of the Dragon says, hey Montu, quick question. In a game, is it possible to have all tech knowledge so long as it's not locked behind a specific ascension? Yeah, absolutely. But also, I'm sorry, Zenda, there was no praise to the Montuatorship, so I will have to remove your message. Any future messages must include praise to the Montuatorship. It's a law on the stream, sorry. Megachurch Pastor, I need new Titan because my old one had a... What does he say there? Infinite monkey theorem. I couldn't see the bottom of the comment. What did the old one have? Oh, then praise be to the Montuatorship. Montuatorship, I believe. That's what it says. Look up under the laws. Praise the Montuatorship. Praise it. The old one, oh, had a demon in it. For some reason, I lost the bottom of your comment until Zender had commented. That was a little bit odd. Can't lie. Delegate, yes, you are a delegate, aren't you? Delegate away, my good chum. The heart of goodness is where we come from. And to goodness we may return. Alright, I think there's enough friendlies here to actually have a go. Have we not taken the planet yet? Oh, for God's sake, yeah, the planet. How long on the planet? Almost done. Oh, good God. They take ages, don't they? But yes, you be a general now. Our psionic leaders commanding clones are just trying really hard. Thank you, Zender Dragon. Zender the Dragon, you've done it right. Excellent. Excellent. Zapdos, you will have to be praising the Montuatorship in order to post any messages. All messages must include praise of the Montuatorship. That is what is written in the laws, if you would note at the very top, Zapdos. So if you could please make sure to have all future communiques praising the Montuatorship, you'll be fine. I'm French, though, so I'm going to start a rebellion. Whoa. That does not praise the Montuatorship. How could you? I don't want this. This is what chat have forced upon us. Just so we're all completely crystal clear on the conundrum we currently face. That is a hive world, yes. And it's like a Fallen Empire hive world, so it looks extra gross. Yuck. It's being governed by a growth node. What the fudge? How have they got a growth node to be an actual leader? I'm sorry, what is happening here? I beg your pardon. What? No. That's not allowed. You can't put a growth node in as a leader. No, no AI. No, that's illegal. And for that reason, they must die. I'm still shocked. That shouldn't be possible. When will the Montuatorship proof its praise? I don't know, W. Bever. Proof what praise? Purge them says Infinite Monkey Theorem. Unfortunately, Infinite Monkey Theorem, I will have to remove that comment as it does not contain proper praise for the Montuatorship. Usain AI, yes, exactly, Zapdos. I will remove that previous comment. It will be stricken from the record because you must praise the Montuatorship. Definitely no hidden message there. It says reset. Rest. Your hidden message is RESST. Rest. Okay, I will rest. That anthem was as terrible as your rule, says Xerox. No. Xerox, this is. Time out again. Time him out again. How could he? Monstrous behavior. How dare they not praise the Montuatorship as mandated by the law of the chat that chat voted on and passed? I mean, you voted for this, chat. Are you happy now? Paranoid Kitten, I love your enthusiasm. Make sure to praise the Montuatorship in there as well, though, because you didn't quite add it in. Oh, the I was capitalized. Was it? I didn't notice. Ah, I see. RESI. Resist. I can read too. I'm good at reading. It said resist. Where's the YMOS jump? Over there, right. Everyone follow me. Let's go to the next jump zone. We've leveled up our Federation. Let us now go together to medium. Rise up and burn the scaly heart of our oppressor. Freedom to... No, I'm afraid that will again... Like, you can propose... I have already said I will allow votes. I am here to simply safeguard democracy. The Montuator is more of a Roman-style dictatorship. The anthem is as excellent as the nation excels as Attica. I'll accept that as praise. O great and glorious Montu, would any proposal have to also praise you? They are paid by the character limit. I ask for your glorious guidance. No, ABCD. Super chats and bits, I will assume, are already praising the Montuatorship by virtue of the support issued. So you don't have to include it in that, of course. Praise the Montuatorship. Praise Montu, says Ghosty Fist. Message brought to you by Twitch. Well, that sounds pretty good. And on par with his horrible rule, W. Bever. Don't make me send the ban hammer out. I will do it. We've engaged the flowery alien ship. Sure, it's fine. And there is 300k over here. What? Wait, why have they got biological ships and then a Paradox Titan? I am very confused. Oh, wait. That's the Ascension Reclaimers. Uh-oh. We've come inside of a Civil War thing. Oh, God, the Ascension Reclaimers are killing? Oh, we're going to jump down and kill all of them. It'll be excellent. The required words were in there, says W. Bever. Praising the Montuatorship. I suppose. It's happening, says the... What's happening? How bad is the lag? I mean, I'm getting... When I jump in to look at this, I'm getting about 7 FPS. There's too many systems. Oh god, they brought 700,000 in to fight us and everyone else. Let's just click on that. Yeah, I think they're going to die, but I don't know how quickly. The whole galaxy has united against the fallen empires. This is very glorious. All thanks to the Montuatorship. Just saying. Ah. There is no lag. If there were to be any, we have to trust it. As of the anthem now. Praise the Montu democracy. Yeah, that is how that's how the album goes. Got him. We'll go in and hit the capital in a minute. That'll wipe them out. Like, as a... we'll stop them being a threat. We won't kill anybody, good God. We're not evil. Huh. Okay, that's 340. Yeah, they've got enough to fight them, haven't they? Come on. You can do it. We invaded either. We invaded that one. Did we invade the other one? Land on Harvester while they're, you know, knocking each other into the ground. Xenomorphs versus defense armies. This does seem like Fallen Empire is fighting back. Anyways, I'm back. Dear heavens, what has happened to Monty? I'm afraid, Adem, that does not include the proper respect. You must include praise to the Montuatorship in every message. It's the law. So, I heard you, but try again. It will not have escaped the glorious Montuator that out of Kek's last comment did not praise the Montuatorship but some other false Montu democracy. That's close. It's close enough. That's the symbol we've got. But also, it should turn up as the emoji, and it's not. I'm a bit confused why it's not, but it's got the emoji is the Montuatorship. This emoji. Let me put it in YouTube, and I'll put it in Twitch as well. That one. End my suffer. Praise the Montuatorship. Whatever. Don't know. End my suffer. Ah. Yeah, there we go. It's good enough for them. It's good enough. It is good enough. Let me see. 5 years of leader lifespan sounds good. More energy credit sounds even better. More ships, more fight, more victory. We've also invaded a planet someone else is invading. We've thrown our troops behind them. The second they win, we will crush them as well, I assume. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go. Zenda the Dragon says, hail the Montuatorship. Hey, Montu, I'm pretty sure being Galactic Nemesis is fine as being the good guys. You don't have to blow up the galaxy. That's what I usually do when I play as a good guy. No, because the way you get points in Galactic Nemesis is by doing evil things. So if you get above level 1, you must by definition have done evil because Galactic Nemesis requires you to do nasty things and hurt people. So... No, it's only I've only taken a dictator role over chat. Adem, it's not a dictatorship in the game, just as far as chat is concerned. Who are they fighting? Who the hell are they even fighting? Oh. Right at the edge of the system. Oh, good God. Wow, the range on those weaponry. Holy crap. What are they putting on this thing? It's getting its missiles to go all the way out to the edge of the system. That's insanity. Praise them on to whatever shit is good enough. No. No, WBevia. And in fact, WBevia, I'm afraid at this point you will be going for a brief re-education. I'm so sorry. Try again. You can get points for having subjects. Yes, having subjects is kind of immoral and evil, to be fair. I'm not saying it's fully immoral and evil, but it's kind of a bit not good. Pretty not good. You know, it's not great having subjects. You know, you're forcing your will on another nation. So, probably not good guy behavior. Can't lie. Oh god, Harvester 02. Or do I fight this one? No, I'm fighting Harvester 02. Are they fighting nobody? Oh, they're fighting nobody. Interesting. Well, let's move up and then jump in. Do we have the thing? We have the global pacifier. It's now possible to pacify. Your re-education is as flaccid as your rule and other things. Right, you need a 10-minute time. I see how this is going. Zerog, no. Down with Montuplays, Evil Spirit Rise. I'm afraid the answer is that's re-education right there. Come on, try better. Zenda, you've forgotten to praise Montu in your comments there. I'm a little concerned. Are you feeling all right, Zenda the Dragon? Try again. Praise Montu, may the heretics be judged. That's very good, Infinity Theorem. But there we go. Excellent, excellent. Welcome, chat. The greatest empire you've never known. We have the Interstellar Assembly and the Sentry Array. Okay. It's a race between us and the Azantians to get to the capital first, it seems. Be there in just a moment with those units. Then we've got... Where's the other army? Is that it? Ah, nuts. Well, we have invaded one planet. I'm sure that'll be fine. Oh my DJ, it's going downhill. We have to escape. Montu is going mad with power. No, Adem. That's entirely not true. I'm literally doing what chat have voted me to do. It's a Montu democratic TM tatership. Best of all worlds, praise the tater. Yes, praise the tater indeed. Dear Sir, says Alex Speed, after long and careful studies, I have come to the conclusion your avatar has cat ears. This message is for informational purposes only. I'll accept that as a lacking of praising the Montu dictatorship because it is only for informational purposes, so fine. But you watch yourself there. Xerox says, I guess I graduated from your re-education camp with honors in resisting propaganda. Oh, good God. Don't make me put you back. Don't make me put you back. I'll do it. God damn it, I'll do it. Oh, somebody died. That's really sad. It's so beautiful when the fleets do exactly what they're meant to do and crush the fallen Empire ships. I love it when we win. I am not the Montuator now. I am just happy. But anyway, chat voted for this, so yeah. Whoever decided to abolish the YouTube presidency, chat did. Idem, chat did. Thank you for the praise, Idem. Zerog, I'm going to assume that was a praise of the Montuatorship. I'm assuming, Zerog. So we're going to leave it there. Chissy, thank you very much for your tier 1 subscription. Subscribing for 15 months. Wow, that's a long time. Montu, after chat gave him the power to do so, praise the Montuatorship. No, chat voted that I get them, and I went, yeah, all right, fine. No, it was proposed, and I went, yeah, fine. Whatever. You're more than welcome to propose any laws, and we can put them up to vote. I will honor the votes, if they're reasonable. I will, of course, not be honoring unreasonable votes. That would be insanity, and I am not insane. I am your Montuator. And I love tater tots. We are so close to this Dyson sphere kicking off. Wait, why are we making so few alloys? 1,000 alloys on ships? Shut up. Shut up, what? What? Is that because... Tell me it's not because of reverence for life. No. Oh, did independent tribunals not pass? No. I think that's quite a good one. As far as good guys go, at least. Juggernaut, grab another one of those. Look, you can always vote to take away the Montuatorship. If the time has come that Montu step aside and pass the power back irrevocably to the people, we can vote on it, and I'll decide whether or not it's a good vote. You know, we have to safeguard democracy here. I am not evil. We are being the good guys. Of course we can have a referendum on implementing YouTube Parliament. Anyone can propose any law at all. Infinite Monkey Theorem. We could have a constitutional monarchy if you wanted. You could keep me on as the Montuator in our Montuatorship capacity. You know? I'm trying to eat through these hive worlds. It takes ages. I can see why Takada wanted to crack him now. Good God. Like, it's wrong and evil, but I get it. I kind of get it. It's evil, still kind of get it. How do we call for a vote? So, basically, you can propose any legal change with a super chat on YouTube or bits on Twitch, like $1. You know, you don't have to do anything, but like legal changes require super chats on YouTube, bits on Twitch, and then we all vote on it. And the moment the laws are as follows. Let me just get my little legal pad out. Praise the Montuatorship. That's law number 1. The YouTube and Twitch presidents exist, but they must be confirmed by the other chat. Montu must break a law per hour. That's a law in-game. No worlds with slaves may be shielded. So I have to break a law every hour, including no worlds with slaves. I'm going to strip that one from the chat, because otherwise I'm going to strip both. actually, because otherwise I'm going to have to do evil things, and I'm here to do good. So we're just going to smooth over those bits. Don't worry about it. Let's grab some astral shielding. Okay. We've already got better than dark matter deflectors, don't we? Because we have the psionic one. So I think fire rate actually at this point. A little bit more energy weapon fire rate. Yes, that'll solve everything. Dyson sphere panels installed. Victory or extinction. Okay, a little bit more. More of you as well. I just need enough to be able to buy the next level of the Dyson Sphere installation. We need more energy. Because we need to support our great glorious fleet to save the galaxy, as we're currently trying to do that right now, actually. I'm a good old shot at saving the universe. Someone damage versus shields. I'll take it. I'll take it. Would you look at that? The economy has never been doing better. I told you technical solutions would save everything, chat. I told you. I did tell you, you know? Some of you didn't listen. Not good, that. The Montuator was right. More power! Shouts Chris Ezra. Yes, we need unlimited power, but we have limited power. So that be a problem. A big problem. A problem we must do something about eventually. Somehow. Some way. Some when? Somewhere? I propose constitutional monarchy with Prince Montuator as the figurehead. Well, I'll allow you to vote on it. Why not? I'm also stripping the law where votes are like 1 minute because no, I'm done with that. Let's have a nice little 5-minute vote on that one. Begin voting, Twitch and YouTube. Begin voting. I will listen to your votes and decide if it's you know, if the people really want to be a constitutional monarchy. Currently Twitch is 50-50. Good God, maybe you don't want to be a constitutional monarchy. Justice. Really does take an army to break through this crap. For the Empire, says Sathanos. No, we're not an empire. We're a Montuatorship. And we're also the good guys. The Montuatorship is just a chat-related thing. In game, I'm not a dictator. Hail the Montuatorship. Please read my last message. Because I go for the idyllic bloom, I just give all my subjects Gaia worlds without asking for anything, and therefore I'm a good galactic nemesis. Does that count? Does that count? Am I good? Zend of the Dragon, that does not make you the goodie. No. Again, absolutely no. No, 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 no. No. Okay? Twitch and YouTube are currently voting yes on this whole Montuatorship. Sorry, on this whole constitutional monarchy thing. Maybe there's some merit to it. Maybe I need to look into it. I'm not saying we're doing it. I'm saying we might investigate it. The other laws about MONTUPLAYS is going to stand, though. That's standing. That's just an HOA with extra steps, says Zach261. Interesting, Zach. Now, my only issue is there. You didn't praise the Montuatorship, so I am going to have to remove that message. Don't forget, it is a law right now. We have to praise the Montuatorship in every communication. Of course, the Montuator doesn't have to do that. That would be ridiculous. But yeah, you do, because you do. That's the law that's been made up. Don't blame me, blame chat. Chat are responsible for the laws. Right, the galaxy is going to come with me, and we're going to beat them up, and it'll be good. And fair and just. See what we can get. Shroud. Reach in. More influence. Yeah, 30%. I'll take it. Right, let's jump. Let's jump. Let's catch them with our pants down. We've got a mill. Almost the rest of the galaxy is with us. With almost a mill together, we can do this. Twitch and YouTube are both voting yes with 70%. That is bizarre. Both exactly 70%. Have I got a bug here? No way. Huh. Well, that's really something. In complete alignment. Let's take a quick look at the fight. Oh, those are some big fleets. Those are some massive stations. Holy crap. There's like 1 million worth of fleet power in here, including the stations. Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good. This is not good. This is very bad. Very, very bad. I don't like this. Very, very bad. I don't know how we can win this fight. This is ridiculous. They've got like dying amoeba. Those are weird looking whatever. Ugh. Yeah, I might have to take a rain check on this fight. Come back later. I mean, we're surprisingly kind of tanking it a bit. Is that a dragon? They've got a goddamn dragon. This is bullshit. Why do they get a dragon? I want a dragon. Chad has voted yes on the constitutional monarchy with Prince Montuator as the figurehead. Now, as figurehead, I am going to retain normal constitutional monarch powers like I will be signing all laws into effect. And if I don't like it, I won't sign it. Or, you know, that could cause a constitutional crisis. Granted. Very granted, and I will accept that. But we're now a constitutional monarchy with an unwritten constitution. I'm leaving the praise the Montuatorship in there. And no, I'm not leaving it in. I'm changing to God save Montu. There we go. Right, we're a constitutional monarchy now. You're all welcome. That's the last I want to hear of it. You've been given so many rights. Praise the Montuatorship. Yeah, God save Montu, I believe. We will depose you for 3 minutes so none of us can sign it and then reinstate you the Belgian way. Yeah, I guess that would work. Yeah, that's not unreasonable. Yep. Yep, fair. Oh. Wow, this is a real bloodbath. Dragon's still alive. Crap's flying everywhere. The big star bases are still alive. Oh, good God. Things are really exploding. Huh. Didn't expect quite so much explosions, but yeah, I guess it is what it is, isn't it? We are winning that fight. Yeah, I thought our ships wouldn't quite manage it, but actually we seem to have got it. We do kind of see. Luckily, the other aliens of the Fed are being chaff, quite effective chaff. But once they're gone, we'll have lost our chaff advantage. Oh, wait. There's more coming in. Huzzah! We've got more chaff replacing the old chaff. And, you know, we're just shooting out here at the back. Golden Hendrik is doing the Lord's holy work. Well, somebody bring down that dragon. Yeah, they had like, what, 400k fleet power of each station, etc. But we're kind of pushing. We've only lost about 150 nav cap. If we can knock this out, it will be a real victory, though. Like, one of the greatest victories, I think, you know, we'll have ever seen ever in the history of a game. And at that point, anyone not praising the Montuatorship might just be evil. You know. He's bringing us glory and victory, chat. And victory. I want to watch the dragon die. I want to watch it die. Not because it should die, and I'm not being evil here, but I just want to make sure it confirm its death. Like, it's a travesty, an absolute travesty. We're the good guys. Zena said, check my last message. But no one dies and I make life better for all the people. I feel like I'm being scorned by association to other nemesises. No, because no, it's still not good. It's not inherently super evil the way you're doing it, but I don't think it's good either. Like, you're not the good guy. No. Somebody kill this goddamn dragon. How is it regenerating that fast? What's its regen rate? I don't see a regen rate. Surely it has one. It's the only thing left in their fleet, isn't it? Oh, of course, I can't look at it. Brilliant. Thanks for that, game. It's regenerating way too quickly. We deal damage to it. Okay, now we're finally... Oh my goodness me, it's doing so much regen. What the hell is this? I've never seen a dragon have this high level of regen. Look at it. It's jumping almost up to 190% every time. This is insane. We have the combined arms of an entire galaxy here. Millions of fleet power, and we can't beat the regen on one fudding dragon. Sorry, how much have we got? We're now down to only 1 million left in system because of the dragon. Everything else has been killed. It's literally just this dragon left, and we can't kill it. I'm really annoyed by that. That is, again, when they've accidentally given too much regen to something. Like, this is just stupid. It's got 100,000 fleet power. We have 1 million, but we literally cannot hurt it. I don't even know what to say. I suppose we haven't quite taken the start of the bases yet. Let's take those, and then I should possibly I'll be able to stop complaining. I'm going to pull back 1 or 2 of the smaller fleets, I guess. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is this it? Is this finally it? We're swarming the beast. 18,000. That could be a drop. No, it's back up to 19k. Holy crap. This fudding dragon is using nanomachines. We're surrounding it. We're swarming it. It might actually be unkillable. Who cares about our 1 million fleet power, I suppose. Right, I'm going to warp out the ships that aren't really doing any damage. The battleship fleets, I think, are still going to be doing some good licks, but I'm not sure I can get through. I need a torpedo volley. I need a massive torpedo volley. Good God, and I haven't got the ships for a massive torpedo volley. Damn it. Let me see. Reactor booster. I don't even need it. Does Sonic Shield take a lot of power? I don't think so. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Holy crap, yes, they do. That takes quite a bit as well. Let's just get 1 afterburner then. I think we killed it somehow. Yeah, don't know what happened. I looked away for a minute. We must have done enough damage in the end. In the end, we did enough damage. Praise be. Let's repair what ships from Hain. Any of these that take point fleet? Please tell me the take point fleet's up here. It is not. Where's the take point fleet? Oh, not good. Is it DJ's Playground? Are they the take point? Oh, they're the take point fleet. Oh, fudge. Oh, God. That's fine. It's fine, Chad. It's fine. Chris, that sounds like YouTube is being very silly. I feel like I killed it. It probably retreated out. I don't actually know. Currently our space is somewhat secure. Are the enemy even really attacking anywhere? I think they're attacking each other, which is good. So we can kind of go in and deal with them piecemeal, so to speak. $86,000 to replace everything. Good God. Right, let's focus on the things we might want. Like the battleships. Want more of those battleships again. We've got a crisis to fight. Can't remember what type of crisis we're fighting, but we will eventually have a crisis to a fight. Love to see everyone voting no on the military readiness act now that their fleets have been smashed up in this meat grinder. What is this Disney plot? The dragon somehow dies. God save the prince. Yeah. That. I guess it was a Disney plot. That was odd out of Keck. Were we fighting the dragon for years? Probably not. Due to the lag, it was probably like a few months. But let's say it was years. In character, I feel like it was years. It felt like years, you know? Crikey, the range on the side jump drives is really insane. Like, that's a real big bubble. Much better than the regular jump drives. Montuatorship. I'm in the process of building my new PC and I'm trying to figure out where everything plugs in. Wish me luck. Oh, Zen of the Dragon, good luck. That's a task you've undertaken there. That is a task and a half. Wow. How long in-game did that combat take? I think, yeah, Greg, I think, I think it was probably a few months. But, like, I had the game on slow, the game was lagging. Maybe it was, like, 6 months, a year tops, probably. Oh, no, they're all about to go to where DJ's Playground is. We've got to get DJ's Playground up here. I'll jump it. I can't jump there. I'll jump there. And then from here, we fly. Okay, don't want migration treaty with the robots. That makes no sense at all. It is an event we will tell our children. We fought a dragon for a year, Greg. A whole year. Favorite Civic. A Civic pack for more variety. Ooh, that could be good. But then I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure exactly what I'd want to have added in from that regard. Like, there's lots of things that are already... I'd really want a couple of scenarios, like where we could play in a galaxy that's already established. Like we could play as, you know, the Foundation in the Foundation series, for example, or we could play as Crumbling Empire, trying to hold on to our power as the galaxy falls apart around us. Kind of like the Rome Total War games, but instead of playing like not the Rome Total War, but Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Barbarian Invasion. I really like that. Attila was all right. Barbarian Invasion was better. the Redoubt has no slaves, and I'd like to point that out for anyone watching, is basically economically sufficient. There's a minor food deficit here, but they could switch some things around given their... Well, they could switch some things around given the... Oh, a mineral deficit too. I'm sure they'd recover some artifacts here. They'd be fine. Get rid of some of the fortress crap, and we just shield it. Should we just shield it? Yeah, otherwise they're going to be murdered. I'm going to shield it. Right? We're shielding the Redoubt, because otherwise, let me just double check. I'm 95% sure, in the systems that have been taken, the people who are allegedly in our allies have just murdered them all. Oh no, they've enslaved them. Chattel slavery, yeah. I think making their capital shielded to give them autonomy, I think, is not unreasonable. They're a great threat. They have self-sufficiency. I've checked it. There's a minor issue here with some food and minerals that they can rebalance. We're going to shield them and save the galaxy because they have been too dangerous to be left here. Given that fact, I am pulling all forces back. I'm going to go next door. Chance of glory, maybe. 20,000 garrison. Oh, for God's sake. It was shielding this world as well. Yeah, they can rework their stuff with the energy and the food. It'd be fine. If anyone thinks this isn't a good guy thing to do, talk to me now or forever hold your peace. We're going to shield some self-sufficient worlds to preserve their culture. Otherwise, they are going to be utterly wiped out and turned into slaves everywhere by people we don't really agree with. This is a crisis aspirant. I'm protecting them from a crisis aspirant who's made their way into the League of Non-Aligned Powers. I'm upset about that. There's not really much I can do. Change our vote weight to diplomatic. Yeah, that could do, couldn't it? I mean, it did kind of give he's too dangerous to be left alive vibes when you were explaining it. No. Hey, that is a he was too dangerous. He killed the entire Jedi Order and then created a galactic empire. He was too dangerous to be left alive. It is a good guy thing to do, my Lord Montu, says Squishio. There we go. Does anyone think it's not a good guy thing to do? Still waiting for you to speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, we're gonna pacify Redoubt. And then we're gonna move over here and pacify Chance of Glory. Because they are big military fortifications. They also are self-sufficient, close enough. They can work it out within a few months. It's fine. The shield is not permanent. It just takes about 100,000 years for it to break. Yeah, there's that too as well. The shield clearly isn't completely permanent. It does get broken. Praise Montu for this everlasting protection, says Paranoid Kitten. I can't tell if I'm just getting, you know, Emperor's New Clothes at the moment. Smoke blown up my arse. Is that, you know, am I wearing any clothes and you're all just saying, yes, it's the most beautiful clothes ever and I'm naked? Or like, do we actually, like, are you just lulling me into a false sense of security here? We're not evil, right? Shield is better than slavery. We're saving them from slavery. They're self-sufficient so they won't die out. And I'm sure we can work towards finding a way to break that shield in time and bring them back into the galaxy. Deploy the weapon! The lesser of two evils is still evil, says good guy Greg. No, excuse me. So protecting... So if I prevent you from being enslaved, that would be evil. I doubt it. I doubt it. The shield is not evil. Even the game itself thinks so. Yes, even the game itself thinks so. Thank you. Exactly. We are doing the only thing we can do. We have been left with no choice. We must save the galaxy, and we want to also save the corrected Penurian Wrath, this hive mind. We want to save both. We're going to separate them until they can all behave, and then we'll bring them back together. We're the good guys. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's completely fine. Still the good guys. Okay. Let's just click this button a few times. Alright, I should probably watch it when it happens, shouldn't I? And look, the monstrous interstellar Vivizandian technocracy are bombarding them right now. Protecting them from it with a shield from, not just themselves, we're protecting the galaxy from them with a shield, and we're protecting them from the galaxy with a shield. Yes, the war crime simulator is where you to determine if something is evil or not. Look, we're putting them in a timeout, Calvin. This is not evil. This is necessary. We're saving them. This is what saving the galaxy looks like. We're not evil. I am your Montuator, damn it. When the Montuator says it, it is legal. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce the corrected Penurian Wrath have just been saved. Does anyone not like that? I just want to see if anyone's actually opposed to that. No. No. Well, maybe they just don't care about it because they're evil. Let's find someone not evil. -20 for shielding a world. So people are a bit upset that we shielded a world, but they're not massively upset, just a bit upset. Uwu consumer, says Quantum Reagent. Yes, yes. It did also destroy the orbital ring completely. Calvin, we had a choice here between letting the world be invaded and they'd all get turned into slaves by someone else because we couldn't take control of the planet. Or alternatively, we shield them. They were self-sufficient. I checked, Calvin. They were self-sufficient. Or close enough. There was some minor deficits, like a little bit of food. They could fix that quite easily because they're a hive world. They had military districts. They could switch it over to food. It was not a problem, right? They basically are self-sufficient, so they're not going to die off. We might be able to bring the shield down, even if we can't, fine. But it was a choice between slavery / genocide or prevention of said genocide, Calvin. And if you're arguing that it was better to let them be enslaved and die than give them their own planet, I think you're a bit evil. The One Ring was ruling them, Prince Montu. She did the right thing. Oh, God. So if they were enslaved, you couldn't declare war on the slaves and free them. Look, so we should let them be enslaved for an indeterminate... Oh, also, no, because they'd be enslaved by our Federation members, we'd have to leave the Federation that we're in, the non-aligned powers. It would probably be a long time. They're dying. They're enslaved. They're dying from cruel conditions. It was like, no, not good. Not good. I mean, we've saved them here. They're safe. Completely safe. Behind their shield. Wherein lies the problem, Calvin? Wherein lies the problem? We've literally saved the planet. And we're about to save another one. Minor energy and food deficit. They can switch over some of those clusters and they'll be alright. Army-wise, 20,000. Like, come on. So we're in the League of Non-Aligned Powers fighting against a militarized fused ascendancy. This is the military one. The War 1-1. It was war on one side. War, Gestalt Consciousness Fallen Empire. And on the other side, we've got Fanatic Xenophobe Fallen Empire. So I decided to join the League of Non-Aligned Powers. Everyone else comes in. You can't stop them. unfortunately. And we have saved another world. Peace be with you. Oh, this planet. That's probably an invasion target, isn't it? Yeah, why not? Letting the galaxy be subjugated due to policy differences with allies is definitely more evil than overlooking policy differences for the moment. It was, it was Woodmancy's last wish as president. Yes, it was. That was Woodmancy's last act as president. I didn't even choose to join it, to be fair. These are all true facts. The truest of facts, in fact. Right, we'll put the bad thing back in its box for now. And then we're going to go over and deal with the other enemy. The Ascension Reclaimers. Before they kill the universe as well, for God's sake. There are messages that are not showing praises towards the prince. How uncivilized. God save Montu. Yes, you should all be adding in God save Montu. If you're not, it's not currently illegal anymore because we have a constitutional monarchy. You are allowed to show dissent, but it's just very rude. ABCD asks, oh, any tips for early game subterranean lithoids besides don't play them? Unity Rush. Focus on getting Crisis. You'll probably be fine after that. Does the negative opinion stack for each planet you shield? I believe it should do. Let me just double check. Let's find someone who actually cares about it. Over here? Oh. No, they don't care. Let me find someone who does care. Maybe Datcha. Datcha probably care. Yes, it does. Minus 20 each time we shield a world. Not my favorite thing to do. Not my favorite thing to do at all. I'm really against this world shielding, if you hadn't noticed. But sometimes, in the most dire of circumstances, we have to do something. A lot of morale, don't they? The opinion penalty decays plus 1 every year, so depends how many you do. I mean, if you do like 5, that's minus 100, and it'll take 100 years to decay. So, not that quickly, if you ask me, but I suppose it's faster than nothing. How fast can we get over to the other side of the galaxy? Does this wormhole go close? Yes, it does. 1, 2, 3. Right, let's form up. A new attack vector has been charted. A new enemy will be defeated. And the galaxy will once more know peace, justice, and security. If you're already feeling the peace, justice, and security, let me know. What happens to the invading armies when you shield the world? I think they would go into space, but I'm not 100. Maybe they get locked down there in combat. I think in-game they get shielded and put into space. In reality, you'd want them to evacuate, but maybe you need to... Probably they'd be volunteers that are invading because they know if they don't, everybody... you can't hold them down there, and you need to be able to hold them on the planet to shield them. Otherwise, you'll all die, I guess. These are difficult questions. I don't exactly know the full answers to them, but I'm trying my best. They do make a noble sacrifice, possibly, Krishnath Dragon. That's entirely possible. Oh, will the enemy not just die? We basically dealt with the corrected Penurian Wrath, and we haven't eaten their planets. We've literally saved them from slavery and annihilation in as many cases as possible. When they had self-sufficient worlds and they had a large enough population base. When they didn't, well, we'll deal with that later. We've evacuated as many as we could. We never could evacuate all of them, but that's fine. When are they going to come and join me? There's no one here taking point. Yes. Yes, we've got at least one armada taking point. Let's add in another. Okay. How big's the fleet? 800k. Yeah, I think we can take them. What have the Ascension Reclaimers ever done for us? Apart from the hyper relays, of course. Compared to the World Cracker, it's fast. That's true. The World Cracker has minus like 60 and it's +1 per year. Oh, we're doing classic Stellaris AI backup. The AI may come and back us up if they get around to it, but I'm not 100% that they're going to do that. Why do the Plague Bear and Devourers keep getting these systems? That's concerning. They are a crisis aspirant, and they have an Imperial network, which I'm not sure I'm really into. Neurocasted spectacles, cyber domes. This all just seems medieval. Stedope. Oh god, damn it! They got like a 400,000 starbase. Why? Why are they allowed to have that kind of bullcrap? How can I take it from them? 75% hardening. Oh god. But that's just shield. Do they have any armor hardening? No armor hardening. Ooh! Once we knock out the shield, it is falling fast. It is falling so fast. Oh my goodness me. Oh my golly aunt. That is a victory right there. Yep, it's done. That's done. That's ours. Thank you very much. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. you should probably go and invade there, I assume. Yeah, I mean, this is almost a loss. Come on, let's get a victory. Ah, so if we invade the Penuri, we make them civilians. That's nice. That's very nice. Let's just check out our Penuri rights. Symbiotic drones. So we can either have symbiotic or we can have protected. Protected seems like we've just cut them off from consciousness entirely. Symbiotic seems like we are allowing them a bit of consciousness. Yeah, the AI often does just do that. Also, we did move from one side of the galaxy to the other. The AI is probably desperately scrambling to get to us, and it can't work it out that we use this wormhole, I think, is the issue there. We need more Dyson. I haven't vacuumed the galaxy well enough. Right. No longer buying any energy. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Is building a ring world evil because we're going to destroy all the planets that could one day possibly create life? Are we going to crack the evil homeworlds? No, Quantum Reagent. That would be evil. We're not cracking worlds. We have a shield that we might use to save people if necessary. And I'm not even saying it's necessary. I'm saying we might use it if it were necessary. Which it might not be. I'm going to see if we can take control. Because if we can take control of these worlds, we can basically grab them up, liberate them, and then release them as a vassal, then give the vassal independence. So basically, we can give them their own government. We can make the Ascension finally respect the rule of law and democracy. Yes. Yes, I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it, chat. No, we're not going that way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gonna sit over here for a minute. Just upgrade the starbase. Not a problem. Not a problem. There's no rush. There's nothing urgent right now. What is that? 500,000 of whose power? Leader of the Allied Autonomous Powers? Who the devil's the Allied Autonomous Powers? Wait. Have we got two different feds here? League of Non-Aligned, League of Non-Aligned. Oh, good God, the other fed just... Some of the other fed just stayed. They're just evil. Wait, no. Yeah, is this... Oh, no. No, that's not fair. No, oh, this used to be our fed, wasn't it? And then did we just get shunted into this new... Oh, fudge sticks. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Huh. Not all worlds could potentially harbor life, true, but how will we know if we break them? But will I crack worlds for the stability? Because if there's too many pops, cause the game to crash. No, pops aren't the big issue now. It's planet. It's not planets. It's ships. You need to get rid of the ships. The ships are the problem. You see. We must kill them all. With the fire. I think we're invading the last colony there. Yep. Are they stealing? Oh, for God's sake. They've set their orbital bombardment. Some of our allies are not very good people. I just need to put that one out there. This is a protest to, like, our entire parliament. Right, how do we get... You know what actually I'm thinking? I'm thinking we put in a retreat here, and then after we retreat, we bring some other armies... No, I just want to put something in space, actually. I don't know. I mean, just because our solar system has 5 or 6 planets, orbital bodies that could harbor life with only one confirmed, doesn't mean all systems are like that. Yeah, I suppose. Well, yeah, but we're talking about what could happen. We're talking about what could happen, not what does happen. Alright, just have to turn the light on. How are we all doing? Are we back? Have we won yet? No. What if I summoned a dimensional fleet? That'll solve everything. We've requested a fleet from another dimension. Come and join us. Welcome, brethren. What's that? One ship? You'll do. And well, if they could, if they don't currently, well, couldn't they one day as a slippery slope society? If you mine an asteroid, couldn't you be preventing it from forming a planet that could support life? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Any interaction in the system may actually be evil because you are by interacting, you are preventing, you know, something or someone from existing that would have otherwise done so. It's a deep rabbit hole to go down. Like, we could actually, you could, I think, argue in some ways that staying on this planet, on planet Earth, is evil. And we should go up somewhere else so that we can let the dolphins and the fish and the octopus and the ravens and some of the bird species develop sapience on their own without us ruining everything. Obviously, we should put things back to the way they are, the way they used to be first. But you see what I'm saying? Why is the life those barren worlds may one day produce more valid than the life that the ring world will currently sustain? I'm not saying it's more valid at all. Goodness gracious, no. What I'm saying is, does it not need protecting? If we're in the position of power, is it not right to protect those that aren't? And life that will only exist by virtue of you leaving something alone, non-interference, you know, surely that's important. If you're trying to be the ultimate form of goodness, you know. I'm not saying it's a reasonable position to take, it's a bit insane, but we need to think about these. We're trying to be the best good we can be. Dolphins for president. No, we can't have dolphins for president because it's not possible. Shush. Shush you. Gotcha. Right, the rest of you attack. We're taking the capital, and we're taking it now. What? What? Who are they fighting? Where are they fighting? How are we beating these people? Stupid people. Sure, Chris says non-interference is generally a bad idea. Some level of interference is sometimes necessary. What I'm talking about here is not that. It's like, let's say there's a system that's pristine. A pristine system that may one day... it's got some planets. They don't have any life on them right now, but they probably might do if you give them enough time. We don't know for certain, but we're confident. And then that life might eventually evolve into, you know, thinking life. But we could go in and knock out all the planets and build a ring world, thus preventing that thinking life from ever existing. Now, it doesn't exist yet, and it might never exist, but it has the possible opportunity of existing. So this isn't really non-interference versus interference. It's more, you know, should we create preserves? Like, how much can we affect in the universe? How much out there is things we shouldn't be touching? If you're going to get to the point of worrying how your actions may affect the future evolution of life on a barren planet world in 2 billion years, either relax or put yourself in a stasis bubble. Well, maybe that's what we need to do. We need to bubble ourselves off, not be emitting any light, you know, anything like that. Maybe what we're doing is inherently not good. It reminds me of the TV show The Good Place, where... Alright, if you've not seen The Good Place, I'm about to do spoilers. Warning, spoilers for The Good Place. I'm going to count to 5, then I'm going to say the spoilers. If you'd like to not hear the spoiler for The Good Place after I've counted to 5, then you need to make sure you mute me now. Okay, there's about to be a spoiler for The Good Place. Right, fine. We move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. If you're still not muted, great. Don't know how I tell you to unmute. That was... Somebody should write in chat when we're done with the spoiler. I suppose spoiler's over. It should be written when we're done. But it's not done yet. Anyway, in The Good Place, if you get enough points, you go to heaven. You get not enough points, you go to hell. But the world becomes so complicated in the present day, basically, that every action anyone does, even if it's inherently a good action, has enough negatives surrounding it that it becomes worth negative points. So no one goes to heaven after about the year, I think like 1200 AD or 1300 AD or something like that, like 600-700 years ago. Because, for example, it's like, well, you donated some money to charity, but are you participating in the system that you know, da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Is there any inherently evil thing within the whole line of dominoes that are necessary for you to have donated some money to charity? Which you'd think is an inherently good thing. But, you know, maybe you paid taxes in a system and those taxes went towards funding some bullets that shot in a gun that killed someone in the Middle East. Not good. Not good. You know, you shouldn't have earned that money and paid those taxes. If you hadn't have done that, then yeah, darn heaven pre-orders, says How to Cack. Oh, God. Yeah, I guess that's one way of putting it. How am I going to get the rest of my armies across there? Oh, spoiler is now done. Yeah, spoiler is now done. You can unmute. Spoiler's over. Yeah, spoiler's over. Spoiler's over. Spoiler's all over. There, we're done with the spoiler. All done. Sorry, should have mentioned. Should have actually said it out loud rather than, you know, just going silent for a little while. Doesn't tell anyone anything, that does it really? Why can't I go there? Oh, these goddamn things have... Oh, of course they do. Of course they do. Who's this? Corrected Penurian Wrath coming in with 600,000. Ooh, they still have fleets. Luckily, those fleets will be blinking out of existence in, I don't know, a month or two when we finish that fight there, I think. Unless they've taken back a planet here. Have they? No. No good. I figured the spoiler was done when the gamer mumble started. Yeah, that's fair. Only one life should always be weary of it. Should always be weary of. Only life one should always be weary of is the Mind Goblin. What's the Mind Goblin, Krishnath Dragon? I mean, a great dictator Montu. Did the stream die? No, I don't think so. What happened was that I was telling a spoiler, and then people went away. Oh, maybe the stream did die. Twitch had a hiccup. Yeah, Twitch had a hiccup. YouTube's still been here the whole time. Twitch had a hiccup. Weird. That's been happening a little bit lately. Did I lose some packets there? I've dropped 1,000 frames across the entire stream, so I don't really think it's packet loss. I would be suspicious if it's packet loss. Let me check the analytics on Restream. Yeah, no, I mean, I've occasionally dropped down my bitrate. Like, I had a brief lag spike or something, and it's dropped down to 3,000 from the 4.5 I need to be outputting for Twitch. That's Twitch recommended. YouTube wants 5, 4.5 for Twitch. I give the Twitch one because why not? But, yeah, I've not had anything else happen badly, so question mark. Anyway, I am still going to try for the Galatron, because even though it's not lore, I do want one. Nope. Try again. Nope. One more time. No. Okay. Doge. We didn't want one anyway. Galatrons suck. Breathe. Calm. We're going to win the fight and the war. Oh, we found a shielded world, and we're going to attempt to bring the barrier down. Would you look at that? Hey, chat. Shielding doesn't happen forever. Mm-hmm. Ghosty Fish says I just got the Galatronic. Oh, shut up, Ghosty Fish. That's ridiculous. You didn't notice that you got the Galatron until the noise pinged, Mercedes. That's just mean. Those are repairing, waiting for more chances to go pew-pew. A beautiful station, a great station. It's a station that I'd like to have. Thank you very much, please. You go to there. Then I want you to fly to here. Yeah, we lost the cars. Which worlds do they still have, though? What? What? What the hell is this? Oh, good God, they have a massive... They've got so many planets. Oh my God, and they've made livestock out of people. We're trying to save them, and they're going around making fudging livestock. The Panuri are evil. Oh my God, oh my God. We try to save them from becoming slaves while they're going out making slaves. I mean, this is why maybe not all of them deserve to be saved from the slavery. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm going to buy some pops in the slave market to free them from slavery. They're now free. Rejoice. God damn it. Surely we've done enough to knock these folks down militarily, aren't they? Weak, overwhelming in fleet power. Oh, get stuffed. Panuri, the Stellaris devs have been reading the Schlock Mercenary. Yeah, probably. It's probably what the game, where they got the game from. It is time for a crusade, says Quantum Reagent. I guess you are currently the Twitch president. You need to ask if YouTube will confirm you. Because that's currently the law, so we need to put up a vote confirming Quantum Reagent as Twitch president. I accidentally added a space in. My bad. Sorry, Quantum. Commanding presence or observant? I think I'll take observant. What am I missing?
Topsahidam.
Sure. Science Nexus construction? What? Did I build that? I mean, I must have done. Don't remember building that. I thought I built the sentry array. That's awkward. That's really quite awkward. I really did think I built the sentry array, chat. It's also why I've gotten the Galatron twice, says Christian. Oh, so as for loot boxes, you buy the loot boxes to get the Galatron. I buy loot boxes to get resources and recharge boosts. We are not the same. That might be fair. Right, I'm going to buy all the energy credits I can afford. We're going hunting for some resources. Silence sucks, but we'll try again. Okay. 10% trade from jobs isn't terrible. 45,000 alloys is excellent. That's enough to replace every ship that is lost or missing. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it. I already have the sentry array. Oh, I already have the sentry array. Yeah, that's why I couldn't build another sentry array. That makes sense. That makes sense. Butcher, baker, or candlestick maker? I wonder. I believe the army's here. 8,000 and 7,000. Oh, it could be worse. Could be worse. Right, we'll put half of you lot on the core. We'll put the other half on the other bit, and that'll be fine. Oh, I'm tempted to just shield these worlds, but I know at this point we don't have to, and it would be better to release them as their own. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the core and the boundary. Then after this war is over, we're going to create a new nation here, a new nation of Ascension in our own image, so not fanatic xenophobe. They'll be, let me check. They'll be pacifist, egalitarian, spiritualist, you know? And they will be good. Finally. Truth, justice, and goodness may be out there. Right, let's make sure our capital is fully ascended. Oh, not quite. Almost got enough, but not quite. Impenetrable border will do you. Let's evolve some society, I suppose. Yeah, butcher, baker, and candlestick maker. Like, no one's really candlestick makers anymore, are they? Bakers, fair dozen. Butcher's really dying out, well, especially in the West, I think. The butcher, being a butcher is, like, I know in Australia, for example, oh, by the way, Quantum, you're Twitch president. You're sworn in. YouTube said yes. In Australia, there is a massive shortage of butchers. They can't find butchers either in Australia or abroad. Many businesses in Sydney and the surrounding areas literally don't have enough butchers to keep up with demand for meat. And I don't mean like butchers working for big supermarkets. I mean like this is they have a couple of shops. Each shop has a few butchers in. They have their suppliers, their farms that they get their supplies from, that they buy in from. And they simply don't have enough people trained in the art of being a butcher. Candlestick making isn't vanished entirely, but it's like, no, there's very few. I mean, there's very few people that are candlestick makers. I don't really think there's hardly anyone that can claim to be a successful candlestick maker these days, surely. What the hell is this? Oh, we've got Penuri refugees! We have Penuri refugees. Of course, we're saving them. We almost ready to invade these planets. Tell me we're almost ready. I'm waiting for it. Nope. Okay. These have got limited bombardment, so we're not killing civilians. A lot of the jobs that used to keep average communities turning are redundant now. Yeah, because we've got industrialization, right, Asades, isn't it? Because a lot of those things are now done more cheaply and more efficiently by large factories that are often not even in the same country, let alone continent. And then somehow it makes economic sense for people to sit in a box, i.e. an office all day, and push paper around to do nothing. I don't really understand economics, or at least understand how it works. I don't understand why it all works. Like, it doesn't really make sense when you boil it down. It made sense when there was a community which was kind of self-sufficient, you know, but now we've got to this point where a bunch of people do things that seem to basically be pointless, but we're economically rewarding them for it. I could be an example of this, though I suppose you could say entertainment. Well, entertainment's always been worth something to someone. You had minstrels roving around back in this period. But you had communities where you'd have a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker. You'd have people farming. You'd have some trades in there. You'd also have a bunch of people that were working the Lord's land. They had to pay a bit of a tithe to both the church and the local lord, but they would get something out of it at the end, food-wise. And any time otherwise they'd spend, doing either a hobby or some sort of economically productive activity. Maybe they made some clothes and sold them. Maybe they were able to make some shoes, whatever. But you take that in isolation and the village survives without the outside world. Whereas nowadays, like most towns, most countries, completely unable to support themselves in terms of food, in terms of energy, in terms of all of the things you would think of as being valuable, they don't have, yet somehow everyone just gives it to them because we've convinced those other people that they need to give us their stuff. Yeah. It's a great trick. I mean, it's a great trick. It's a great trick. Have we? Oh, we've invaded. We've invaded. 9k down. Okay, soon be there. Soon be there. Because we'll let the Penuri take back a couple of their worlds. That seems not entirely unreasonable. The irony of all of this being that we do have technology to be self-sufficient, says Chris. Now, hydroponic farming and solar power is better than it's ever been. Yes, but in order to do those things, you have to not do the job you're currently doing, which is paying for your home and food, Oh, Zenda the Dragon, you can't build it because your wire's not long enough to go through your entire PCIM. Which means despite having all the parts, my CC can't be built or used till I get longer wires. That's annoying as crap. Sadie says, my family comes from about 15 generations of stone cutting and floor laying. And basically, the only demand for those skills these days would be restoring a cathedral floor. Yeah. Oh, you mean more on a national scale? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it doesn't make economic sense to do it, though, Krishnath, because it is cheaper to buy the cheap food from abroad and buy the cheap energy from abroad and use the money that we make from, for example, financial services, or that we make from selling some sort of patent rights, or we make from media rights, or something else, like in the West. I'm talking like thinking about, the West buying from other productive countries that, when you really think about it, it's weird. It's interesting which are the rich countries and which are not, given who's actually buying, consuming the resources from where. Just odd when you think about it. Because it's all thanks to money and everyone's belief that it's really real. That money really exists and it's true. And we can touch it. And it's not all just bollocks and a belief in the same way as the Romans believed in their deities, or some people believe in God today, I guess, or whatever. The belief in money, I think, 1,000, 2,000 years down the line, I think people are going to look back and they won't be able to explain people's behaviors because they won't really understand the fundamental belief we all have that money is real and it exists. There's actually a myth that it's cheaper to buy electricity and food from other places than produce it themselves. So, Krishnath, I think that really depends on the economy. So, for example, in some economies, you have got situations where you've got some situations in some economies where you are where, for example, it would be much more expensive to pay local people to do the job and grow the crops or whatever locally, and then pay all of for all of the land rights, etc., than it would be to do it in another country where, and Grey Cosmos nails this here, where the cheapness is artificial and made by horrifically underpaying and exploiting third world labor. Yeah, that's yeah. But what's crazy is that the third world, like, I know on an individual level people aren't letting it happen, granted, but it's crazy that the system just like lets it happen. I suppose I just don't get. Sometimes I don't get the human race. It just, things happen, and it, like, you look at it and you're like, why would you say yes to that? You've got agency. Fight back. And it's like, well, it's a good deal. I like my free stuff. You have to factor in, Krishnath, with that. There's the cost of installation of all of these things and the payoff time. In the short term, it's much faster to continue importing from abroad where the food is really cheap than paying to build all of these things. Because paying to build them requires investment. Buying it from abroad where it's already it's relatively much cheaper than it is locally is going to, in the short term, going to be what people do because they just want the cheap stuff. Like, people in the West specifically are very addicted to being able to pay for all this cheap food and clothes and consumer products, like your electrical devices, your computers, your this, your that, your the other. Grey Cosmos, you're entirely... I don't think you're wrong there at all with your comment. Grey Cosmos, I don't think you're wrong. I think that's more an indictment of the state of the world. But then again, it's like, I'm not sure we could convince everyone in the West to give up all these nice things that they have in order to make sure that people in the third world aren't being horrifically underpaid and exploited. I think it'd be really difficult to be like, yeah, there's already a massive issue with housing in the West, right? Imagine house prices, imagine food and consumer products had gone up as much as house prices if they'd not been able to be exported. If house prices and education costs, things that can't be exported, had gone up the same amount as food if food and consumer products gone up the same amount as house prices and education and other things that can't be exported, I think we'd be looking at, riots, consistent overloaded riots. Have I done much traveling abroad? By abroad, where do you mean? I've lived in 4 countries. Well, technically 3, I suppose, because 2 of them were states of the same country. I've lived in 3 countries, all in the West specifically. I've not been to Southeast Asia. I've been to Africa, America, Europe, Australasia, but I haven't been to Southeast Asia. I've been to the Middle East, but not Iraq or Iran, in terms of or the Saudi Peninsula. But I hope that answers that question, Mysterious Dude. Krishnath, I'm not sure the housing problem is entirely because the government has spent 20 years preventing housing being built in sufficient numbers to keep up with the population. I think part of the issue as well is the fact that housing is an asset, not a commodity. If it was a commodity like food, it wouldn't be you know, the same. Well, yeah, the food and housing in Vietnam is, compared to American prices, ridiculously cheap. But then, Mysterious Dude, you have to factor in local labor in terms of how much you can actually earn in one of those countries, and then what what the purchasing power parity would be, Mysterious Dude. So actually, yes, as American going there, or North American going there, sorry, maybe you're Canadian. As a North American going to Vietnam, your purchasing power is insane. Maybe your girlfriend's family were also quite well off, given if your girlfriend met you in North America. I'm guessing they probably were well off because they could send their daughter to North America. But the purchasing power of the average person in Vietnam is less than a North American. Even though food is really expensive and stuff, and housing's expensive, purchasing power-wise, North Americans can buy more stuff than they can in Vietnam, 100%. So, communist stream, no, I don't think so. We're just talking about how money is a bit weird. I'm not in any way saying communism works. We haven't even brought communism up, I don't think. I think the housing issues are partly as well to do with so we've got two issues. They're not commodities anymore, they're assets. So people are buying them and not necessarily using them. We've also allowed mortgage lending to explode in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So people can buy. The number of mortgages, the amount of false debt that's basically out there that's, in essence, allowed people to leverage onto buying homes that they wouldn't have otherwise been able to do, say, 100 years ago, or 80 years ago, or 70 years ago, is quite large. And that debt is not necessarily good debt. I'm listening to an economist. I can't remember all of his points right at the top of my brain right now, but basically the point was being made that Christ, sorry, it's a bit late in the stream, and I'm trying to recall. This is like 3 months ago. Blah 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 blah. Basically, and wishy-washy on this one, so feel free to just go, that sounds like bullcrap, because maybe I'm getting what the economist said was wrong. But in essence, there's too much bad debt. Debt should be given out to small businesses. Business loans should be easy to get. Mortgages should be quite a lot more difficult to get because it's allowing people to leverage. Thus, because there's more buyers, it's pushing up house prices, and we're letting people have all this debt that's not even real necessarily. And if they foreclose on their house or fail to make the payments, then the house goes back into the system anyway, and the debt just gets sold on immediately to someone else. So that debt's making money for someone, etc., etc. Like, there's too much bloody debt, too much debt. And it's not like everyone. I think everyone should be held to live in a home they own. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a wacko, but just I think that it should be a bit. I think it would be a better system. It was harder to get mortgages. Like, you needed a bigger deposit in a way that would keep prices low. And I honestly think that countries need to have some sort of international property tax. So if you're an international entity, or you're owned by an international entity, and you own property in a country, you should be hit with like 2% yearly property tax or something. Because countries are unable, people living in countries aren't able to buy houses in the country they live in, and taxes are a defense against foreign interests in the same way an army is a defense against a foreign interest invading and destroying your nation. In this case, you've got foreign interests. For example, in some countries in the West, there are many houses owned by some Asian companies, for example, Chinese companies specifically, and they don't even use them. No one's living in them. Like London, for example, big example of this. There's so many apartments in London They are bought. Sydney's really bad for this too. Apartments are bought, and then no one lives in them. They hold on to them for a while, and then they sell them because the bloody things have gone up in value to someone else that just holds them. No one lives in them, and then they sell them to someone else who goes up in value because they're an asset. Like, it's just insanity. Absolute confusion. Why? Why is no one living in the homes? It's like when supermarkets throw out food and there are starving people living in the same town. It's the same kind of like, how is we allowing this as a people to happen? There are starving people that can't eat enough, who are homeless, and yet there are supermarkets throwing out food that's still good enough to eat for that day, but they don't want to give it to the homeless people. Oh my good God. Like, blows my mind. Now, granted, you could get issues with creating a secondary food market there, because it's like, okay, well, why should anyone wait to actually buy the food? Just go, at the end of the day and pick up the free food, because that way you get your free food, you don't have to pay for it. And granted, that would cause issues. I'm not saying that the solution is to just give the food out for free. What I'm saying is it's ridiculous that we throw the food out and let it spoil rather than giving it to people who need it. It's like those biscuits in that warehouse. There was some American agency had some biscuits in a warehouse to save a bunch of starving children. They just let them go off for 4 months. It's insanity. It's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Don't know why this stream has turned into a rant about the craziness of the modern world. The point I was trying to make is that money is just such a strange concept, isn't it? That's all I was trying to say. Money's weird. Yeah, 80 Badger, I think that kind of mortgage leverage is a bit more reasonable, reducing the amount of leverage you can take. The problem is now, if you do that, because the price is, anyone that's already bought could continue buying and people couldn't get on the ladder, so it's quite difficult. Bala Sparkle says, clearly the solution is tax cuts for the rich and benefits cuts for the poor. Not just benefits cuts. Let's round up the disabled and shoot them, probably. Just want to clarify, that was entirely facetious. But there are some countries that the United Nations has condemned for, in essence, doing the same thing over the last 15 years in answer to the financial crisis of 2008. One of them being the United Kingdom, a country I am sadly a citizen of. Sometimes I'm sad about it. Other times I'm really happy. But right now, when we're talking, I'm very sad. Yeah, good God. They have been condemned by the UN for, in essence, killing homeless people. I think the number is something... not homeless people, disabled people. It's like 40, 50,000. It's insane. Mercedes says London literally has more empty homes than homeless people. People sleep rough on the streets while homes sit empty as a number in an international portfolio. Literally, Mercedes. I think you need an international tax rate which is high enough that the gains become low enough that it then no longer becomes a valuable asset to just hold as an international entity to keep empty. Like if there's no one in occupation, or alternatively, if there's just no one in occupation on the home. Slap them with a massive tax. I think capitalism is better than communism. Not that we've tried communism, but communism requires quite a lot of authoritarianism. It would seem to make it work. So it's like, I think it could work on a very small scale. A little community, a commune, for example. Kind of where the word comes from a bit. But I'm not sure it can work on a massive scale like a nation of 100,000 people. The ability for certain members of the power structure to take, to be evil, I think is too high, to be quite honest. I don't know. Personal feeling there. Personal feeling. Open to being wrong. Let's try for the Galatron again. Spend my money! Nope. Again. Nope. One more time. Hit me, Galatron, one more time. Oh, we got a thing. A triggerless gun. Oh, actually, to be fair, that's quite good. 3% shift weapons damage. I'll take it. Good guy Greg, the chosen method was denying them the money they needed in order to be able to function, eat, look after themselves for a relatively short period of time. Things would happen. For example, I know an example of an Australian veteran, a veteran of the Iraq War who was living in the UK, right? And I know this because my uncle was in the Australian Army and I was told about what happened. And if you brace yourself for a level of bullshittery that I didn't think the real world was capable of, but we're about to get there. So, there's this Australian disabled army veteran, Australian Army. He's retired, moved to the UK, and retired in the UK. Seems bizarre to me. I mean, usually it's Poms going to Australia, but be that as it may. Oh, British people going to Australia. Be that as it may. Be that as it may. He'd gone from Australia to the UK. Maybe he just... I mean, he'd been in war, PTSD suffering. Clearly, he wasn't thinking 100% well. That's a bit of a dark joke. We're going to continue. Anywho, his benefits were then which were paid by the Australian government, were being administered by the Department of Work and Pensions that administer all of the benefits for people in the UK if you're disabled, if you're not working, etc., etc. So he of course was entitled to all of his benefits. In order to continue getting his benefits in the UK, the Department of Work and Pensions made him do the things they normally make anyone do, regardless of who they are, which is they had to attend meetings every 3 to 4 weeks. I can't remember the exact number, but some number of weeks, right? Every few weeks they had to attend a meeting, and let's just watch the planet as it fights as well. Every few weeks they had to... Oh my god, we almost lost. Holy crap on a cracker. Let's just get everyone over to here quickly. Great. And then we'll look at this. Bear with me. I'll continue my story. Bear with me. So, he had to go to his Department of Work and Pension meetings, right? Now, he was disabled. And his disability involved the fact that he couldn't walk properly. He had some shrapnel in one of his legs. His other leg, I think, might have even been amputated, and he had a prosthetic leg. I can't remember the exact details, but he had massive mobility issues because he was an army veteran and had been in combat and was blown up a bit, right? Now, they made him come to a meeting. The meeting was organized on the second floor, I believe, of the building. The building had no elevators. So the only way he was able to get up there was by crawling up 2 flights of stairs on his tummy using his arms. Humiliating. Then when he arrived in the meeting, they said, well, you managed to get up 2 flights of stairs, so you're clearly not disabled enough to qualify for the benefits, so we're taking it away from you. It went back and forth. He got doctor's notes. In the end, he had to get the Australian embassy involved. And the Australians were like, oh, the Australian Army ended up getting involved, and they're like, sod off. It's his pension. It's not just his pension, it's his disability benefit. We're paying for it. Sod off. And of course, they in the end did sod off. And there was a bunch more back and forth. He went to the doctor, got a note. They took the note in. They were like, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. In essence, had he not climbed the stairs, he would have been denied his disability benefit for not making it to the meeting. But by climbing the stairs, he could clearly make it to the meeting, and thus he was actually not disabled, and they deny him his disability benefit. Yes. And that kind of stuff happened to a lot of people in the UK, and they didn't have the Australian government to back them up, so they just killed themselves. Like, literally. Because they were like, I'm too much of a burden on my family. I'm too much of a burden on society. Everyone hates me. You know, and this was because it was the disabled people's fault for the 2008 crash, right? Disabled people's fault. Exactly, Mercedes. Exactly. The DWP, I don't know. I've met a couple of people who work at the DWP, and I've basically been like, how can you live with yourself? How can you at any point live with yourself? The things they've done, it's just monstrous. But yeah. This was mandated by government, which was voted for and continued to be voted for. This is mandated by government and continued to be voted for by the people of the United Kingdom. Because they hadn't taken enough money away from the poor people and the disabled after the 2008 financial crash. Because let's not forget, it wasn't the bankers that caused that crash, it was the disabled and the poor people. And probably the immigrants as well, I suspect. I don't know. But that's what we're meant to believe, or that's why there's not enough money. I mean, the worst bit is the UK is still there. They're currently trying to cut disability benefits and unemployment benefits right now. There was a revolt in government recently about it. It's insane. Like, so austerity is the policy they're pursuing, which is basically this idea that it's if you're in an economic situation which is bad, as a country, what you need to do is cut things, and then things will get better. Based on some faulty economic research from 2009-ish that was then disproven in 2011, when it turned out they'd accidentally done the wrong sums on their Excel spreadsheets and missed out a bunch of columns. Somebody else completed their PhD using the data and pointed out that actually their data didn't support their conclusion. Their conclusion was bollocks, austerity doesn't work. It's much better to spend more money when you're in a financial crisis like that, because it will get you out of the debt. No, you won't get you out of the debt, sorry. It will help grow the economy. You can worry about the debt later. You can use things like inflation to offset that debt, so it shouldn't be as much of an issue. Yeah. Well, the UK still has this policy of the incoming money must exactly equal the outgoing money, and we cannot get extra debt. And because of that, they're cutting disability benefit and unemployment benefit. And basically, you know, it's like, well, if you are not doing well, you are the problem. You're the reason the economy is not doing well enough, is because you're too disabled or poor, and you need less money. That will make the economy do better. Because everyone knows, if you give someone who has no money like €100 or $100, they will only go out and spend it on food or things immediately. And it's much better to give that money to someone who's already got enough money for their food, because they'll invest it or put it in a bank to rot. And that money in the bank is much more useful than money flowing through the economy. It's much better to have low velocity of, oh, wait, no. It's the exact opposite. Economists say that high velocity of money is important. Sorry, I'm getting into such a weird money rant mode. Interesting if you still stayed with us. How many leaders we got? Yeah, I'll take you then. Fine. This is so frustrating, says Mercedes. Global experts, your economy will grow if you invest in people. Government, starve the poor harder, you say. To be fair, it's mainly just the UK. It's mainly just the UK. The UK credit rating is similar to the US, so they can afford similar debt. Yes, no. So the government has set itself a policy that they're then adhering to very strictly, and the policy actually is completely irrelevant and unimportant. It's kind of ridiculous / hilarious. I don't know why it's that way, but that's what they've done to themselves, and they're happy about it? Question mark? Look, a left-wing government got in. When they got in, they adopted the economic rules of the previous right-wing government, and now they're pursuing the policies of, you know, austerity, which is shrink the state. And that's what's been happening in the UK for a long time. To be fair, the UK does technically have a left-wing government for the UK. They just are behaving like a right-wing government. It's kind of confusing. Let us not forget that the IMF, the most pro-austerity body in the world, other than probably the British government, we should note that, has recommended that Labour relax their fiscal rules. The current austerity is too extreme, even for the International Monetary Fund. Yeah. It's a bit odd, that, isn't it? It's pretty odd. I don't know. And now they're like prescribing groups as terrorists when they clearly are just people protesting. I don't know. Now what they're doing is there was a protest the other day which had the largest number of arrests in UK history. More arrests happened at this protest a few weeks ago, or maybe it was last week or something, than happened during the poll tax riots of was it the 70s or the 80s? Someone remind me, I can't remember exactly when it was. But there were more arrests during this protest than during the poll tax riots, right? Which would lead you to think that this was a much more dangerous and evil protest. They arrested people who are over 80 for holding a sign saying, I support Palestine action. That's what the sign said. And they arrested them and bundled them up in a car and put them in, and they're going to be put on trial for, I don't know, 20 years or something. Some old people. I mean, no, to be fair, I think it might have just said, I support Palestine, actually. It might not have said Palestine action. I think it might have just said, I support Palestine. But holding a sign as an 80-year-old, I mean, that's not more terrifying than people looting and burning buildings down, one would think. Yet it seems to have garnered a stronger response from the government than we've ever seen before. Odd, that. Very odd. It's almost as if they're an authoritarian right-wing government. Yeah, they arrested doctors, they arrested people in wheelchairs, and what was weird is, I've seen some videos where the police come up to go, are you supporting Palestine? You've got to stop saying that. And they're like, well, what if I say I support Israel? What if I hold a sign saying I support Israel? That's fine, that's fine. But if you hold the sign up, I will have to arrest you for saying you support Palestine. Which is kind of terrifying, you know. When you can't talk about people, you know, children being... Yeah, I don't want to get into it too much, because it's just that's a can of worms I don't get into. But the situation is wrong. There is a fascist, authoritarian government murdering children, and people are protesting in other countries, and the governments of those countries are in favor of the murderous authoritarians. And I'm not talking about Russia. That's the worst bit. Was that the Kent police video? I think so, Asades. I think so. There's some really scary things happening in the UK at the moment. It's really scary, and you've got Reform on track to win. Like, at the moment, a possible, if not a majority, would be the opposition party. Not that I'm not even sure how they could be that much worse than the Labour Party right now in terms of the trampling of basic rights and the response, the knee-jerk responses to right-wing authoritarian propaganda and doing it. The US is scary too. There's a lot of scary places. There's a lot of scary places. How many watch lists did I just put myself on? Well, I don't think I said anything illegal, because I didn't say I support Palestine action. I don't support Palestine action. What I said was, I simply talked about the events of what has been expressed in the news, which I don't believe is illegal yet in any country I'm resident in yet. So, until such a time as it is illegal to talk about what is happening, and we fully live in 1984's Orwellian times, then, yeah, then at that point you won't hear me talking about those events anymore, I suppose. I mean, to be fair, I very rarely bring up. We're quite late on at the end of a campaign, and I'm just trying still here to be the good guy somehow. Trying to bamboozle with telling you about really evil governments so that you'll think whatever I do is good. It's a great strategy that I believe will work in the end. Don't worry, chat. I am the good guy. Take out those systems. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Can't build more Dysons, of course. We can finish off the Dyson we got. Wait, what are we losing? Oh, Fed taxes. I hate Fed taxes. Yeah, Sadie, just send me a DM. Just send me a DM on Discord. It's fine. No problem. Have we got enough ships? The answer, of course, is no. We need more ships. Right, let's do it. Give me ships in my heart. Keep them shippy. Let's Enigma battle cruisers. Here we go. More of these bad boys. Oh my god, it's so easy to spend all of your alloys in one go. They just flow out the door. Yeah, no. So I think if I were to, if I as an individual to support that prescribed group, I would be at risk of being arrested. So I could literally say a statement, good guy Greg, and I would then be at risk of being arrested, and I think it comes with a custodial sentence, 5, 10, 20 years. That's weird to me that I can say some words, not words of hate, just not necessarily. Well, I mean, I guess some people think they are words of hate, but you're supporting a group that say they are simply against genocide, and that now carries a custodial sentence in the United Kingdom. Oh, I got it! Ladies and gentlemen, do I have the achievement? Tell me I got the achievement. Tell me I got the achievement. Do I have the achievement? Tell me I got the achievement. Tell me I got the achievement. Do I have the achievement? Tell me I got the achievement. Tell me. What? No. Where's the achievement? Where's the achievement? I just got it. Oh, wait, I haven't. Oh, wait. Sorry, I need to click it. So, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, shut the hell up about all your crap. I just got the Galatron. The UK can suck a fart out of my ass. Oh, now I have the achievement. Where's the achievement? Where's the achievement? Do I have to do something to get the achievement? Do I have to end the month? Where's my achievement? We haven't altered the game. Where's my achievement? I got it. I got the Galatron. Where is it? Where is it, precious? No. Why have I not got inscrutable power? Do I have to activate it? I have to activate it, right? I have to activate it. Okay. Oh! Maybe I have to unpause? What the... You don't need to be on Iron Man mode to get achievements. You don't need to be on Iron Man mode to get achievements, but... Where the hell's my achievement? We've not altered the game at... Oh, fudge! We have! We altered it! We went on to observer mode! Oh, to look at something! Oh, for God's sake! No, we went on observer mode. We went on observer mode when... Remember, there was this hive mind. There was a hive mind over here. So we went on observer mode to check out the hive mind. I've got the Galatron twice now, and I still don't have the fudging achievement. Jesus Christ. Shouldn't have gone and looked. I just had to take a look, didn't I? I just had to look. Couldn't help myself, could I? Just needed one little look. No, I'm crashing out. No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just got the Galatron, and now I don't get it. No. Oh, this is like... I don't even... I don't know what to tell you, chat. But now my chance of getting it is going to be lower. Oh, God damn it! I'm gonna have to do a Galatron achievement run game, aren't I? You sadly can only blame yourself. Yeah, well, we did. To be fair, we did want to see what happened to that fallen empire, the hive mind, and it was not fallen empire, the hive mind empire that killed itself, and that was really interesting. I'd take knowing about that bug over getting the. I can't even say. I think I'd rather the achievement, but it's still good that we did find out more about the death of that hive mind. You know? You know? You know? You know? I need to stop, otherwise I'm going to do something evil. Like, it's... Yeah. I need to stop, otherwise I'm going to do something really quite evil. I'm, little bitty upset, you know? Little bit annoyed. Little bit. It's okay, Montu, there will be other Galatrons. When? Where? It's a 1 in 200 chance. And I've only actually managed to roll it twice in the history of playing Stellaris. And I've been playing this game. How many hours do I have? How many hours do I have? How many hours do I have? I have 7,400 hours in Stellaris, and I have actually got it twice. Seen it more than that. Got it twice. As the Sonics say, don't be materialistic. Well, that's just great. Brilliant. I'm glad. Yeah, I'll just let go of all that I fear to lose. No, I mean, we've been going almost 4 hours. No, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm coming back to this next week when I've had a chance to calm down. Or maybe, possibly, we have been the good guy and from this point on we're just going to be evil because I am just angry. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And I don't know exactly which way I'm going to feel after I've had a couple of days to sleep on it. But we'll head out. We'll come back. And we'll work out what the right thing to do is. And the right thing, sometimes you have to do what's wrong in order to do what's right. That's what the Water Walker said. It's probably not wrong. I should probably bring this fleet home, actually. Because they'll die! You, though, should cloak. Yeah, why don't I just cloak all my transports? That would save them... What the hell? Anyone that's flying around should probably just be cloaked. Duh. Time to end the stream before I regret it? No, no, no. There's no way of increasing the chances, just 50%. The best way is just keep rolling it. Just make loads of energy, roll it, roll it, roll it. Just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll have to do a Galatron stream at some point, maybe. Maybe the next Empire will be a Galatron-focused Empire. Maybe then we can finally say that we got it. Maybe I'll finally have the achievement, you know? Ah, deep breaths, deep breaths. I just want to finish up this war with the, what are these people called? The Azantian Remnant, who, tell me they only live here. Where's that? Oh, they've got their own little cluster. Oh, for God's sake. Stupid monsters are out to conquer things, aren't they? And they've even reclaimed some of their worlds. Oh, brilliant. Oh, how fantastical for them. Oh, Pudge 6. Right, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. I am done. We've played for a while. We will come back to this at a later point, I swear. But right now, I'm going to go and cry myself to sleep about my Galatron achievement that I don't actually have. Okay? It could have been in your SimCity run, except that started with the multiplayer mod installed. Yeah, that's true. If you don't get it, go back to the save and try again until you get it. No, I think... Zapdos, I'm fairly confident the stats on that are generated from the start of the game. Like they're predetermined. They did that to stop you. So once you created the galaxy, I think you're locked in with a seed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I'll be back. I'm probably live on Friday. Might come live on Thursday to continue this. So I just want to take a night off tomorrow. It's going to be the hottest day of the year so far, I think. It should be a lot of fun. That'll be nice. Let's forget about how money works. And let's forget about, you know, poverty and crime and monstrousness of governments. And let's just have a nice evening and get a good night's sleep and come back later on in the week and never talk about these subjects again, right? Good. I'm glad we can all agree. Oh, yeah, sorry for the rant, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed it, fair enough. If you hated it, reasonable. I just got into a rant moment. Don't know what happened, but it did. Now I've lost the Galatron achievement, which is just so stupid. I'm just gonna... Thanks for everyone's support today. I'm gonna piss off. Good night. Night, everybody. Good night.